Hopefully this works, and we won't have issues.
One might say that Mika is fire in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. So the pan and
How to tell a trap
Centrals
from
are
a
getting an
women?
update.
The trap will light the
Okay.
kitchen on fire when you send them out there.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see it. Two Warforges after the battle. Actually, you're still alive.
Yes.
Maybe 3 or 4, depending on circumstances.
Alrighty, is everybody here?
Except for
Yep.
the coon whose computer died.
Yes, we don't have a raccoon today. But Saturday, still that fact. So, like, with his computer dead, is his computer like dead, like no chance to restore, or is it just like, I need to
I
just fix?
No
don't
idea.
know.
You did not specify.
All I said was, well, good thing my PC died today. That's all we got.
We need to move them.
Coon is reeing. I feel sorry for him. Many rees to him. Re. It must be very tough being a Brazilian.
Now then. Get my character sheet up.
Alright.
Some snipers. Still some bastards in the secondary trench.
Yep. I still have quite a few of them. Y'all.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get my dice ready because I got a new dice box that I made.
It's the box or the condom?
The box.
Aww.
So what are you doing with the condom now?
You got Neko's hopes up.
It's the long. Fuck all you.
No, thank you.
I didn't know you could take all that many.
I was thinking about getting myself an actual D100. Like, and not the percentage dice, but like an actual D100 with everything, every number.
No, geez.
Is that fun?
That sounds really
I think
hard.
that dice does actually exist. It's
It-
just a
it-
double
it-
O.
It does exist, and it's just a huge dice.
Yup.
You can also get them in various different shapes where it's instead like a cylinder that you roll.
Now
That's
then,
also true.
A 2d10s work better.
Let's see. I'll get out the death dice.
I love how you called them that.
It's the black ones with the runes out along the side. And then I'll get the just general DM event ones. Yes, my dice has specific purposes.
No surprise.
now then, are we starting?
Big tanks off screen still.
Yes,
I can barely hear you.
that's because the big tank's like another 100 plus away.
Hmm. Well then,
Oh, turn order's still here, actually.
we shall. Hmm.
All right. Specialist Sophia.
I'm not sure if my gun will actually penetrate, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
Really
All we have
quickly,
to do
as a
is
stream
12
start.
damage to it. So I believe in you.
Elf, you wanted to say something?
I'll say, has the stream properly started yet?
Yes, it's been going for the past 4.5 minutes.
Okay. I got my whiskey. All right. We start with Sophia's turn. As just a general mood of the battle is just that it's starting to go into your side. There's less shots coming from the enemy down to your guys' trench.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the backside of that trench to stabilize my huge ass gun while I take aim for that far off tank. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna blast it with my anti-tank rifle.
Yeah, and to re-describe how it looks like, it has four main legs it goes on. The body is more like a cylinder slash kind of like sub shape. The back of it moves up and down to kind of like release missiles. And it has one main cannon slung underneath it.
Oh, does that mean it has exposed hydraulics on the legs?
Would you like to aim for hydraulics instead?
Yes.
All right, I'll add that to its AC for difficulty.
Preferably the front, but either works.
All right, so all you gotta do is just take a roll.
That's not very high.
No, it is not. All right. So you stabilize, you take aim. It's a little bit out of your range, so it's a little bit hard to get the iron sight just right on target. You take your shot, and you're just sail right over by an inch or two.
Wonderful, because that means I can do this. And for the second shot. That's more like it.
All right.
I just squeaked.
I'm surprised he hasn't aimed for the tank's kitchen.
Okay. So as you take aim for the hydraulic, you're not going to do any real structural damage to it, like any actual hit point damage, since you went for like a crippling shot. But as it sails outward, it slams into one of the hydraulic pins as it's extending, just blasting it out of place as its front right leg can no longer move.
So either it's going to collapse when it's trying to move, or it's stuck there. Have fun.
This is no good
Why not?
Why is it?
because I'm at like 24 health, and its turns before my turn.
No, it'll be fine.
Turn.
Yay! I will
What do you
call
think?
out a general charge, yelling out over the comms that, well, everyone move up behind the tanks! As I will,
So, yeah. So that means all the NPCs that aren't controlled by a specific person will move up with you towards that area.
yeah, and I will use my movement of 30 feet to move up, then I'll use a dash action to move another 30 feet, and then I'll use my cunning action thing to use my bonus action to another dash, which will allow me to move 90 feet, which will allow me to get to this corner, which should hopefully give me some type of cover if there is anyone further up that we need to deal with. And it should allow me to stay in the cleared area of the minefield for the entire trip.
With the tanks, they're pulling out and they're going down here. They're going down there, up here rather than going for the minefield.
Well, they can withstand the minefield.
Oh, I thought they were anti-tank mines.
Yeah, no, I don't think they weren't. They're not really set up. All the explosions that went off so far has generally just been anti-infantry.
Yeah, no, I refer to the tanks as like the big land ship and the cleric tank. They're currently the tanks that's charging.
All right, so move your character, and then I'll move the infantry up as well.
Allow me to go before that big thing because I don't want to blow up because that's going to blow up a lot of people.
Oh fuck! How close am? Oh,
Mind you, we've been fighting for 4 turns and it took about 300 points of my health away. So, yeah.
I hope that my extremely long running distance will at least give the people some sort of hope that they can cross this no man's land without any issues.
Ah. Oh yeah, those guys were just ran over. Ah, fuck.
Also, don't forget I did give commands to the tanks to move at the end of my turn.
But these are just like the infantry that were underneath Maven's control.
Not so good.
And base is informing them to charge across where people have already crossed, which means it's safe. Well, safe-ish.
And what I'll do is, since it's like you guys are so close to death, I'll have you guys roll off on initiative. Anyways,
So we go. All right.
yeah. And then, do you want them to move the full 60, or do you want them to like to move and shoot?
Well, if they can cross no man's land, or if they're going over the trench, then I want them to. Well, then I would expect them to try and rush so they can get down in another trench. If they're still in a trench, then taking pot shots is still a good idea.
Okay, hold on. Okay, this is as far as I can get.
Yeah.
That means that group gets to do some shots. So, hold on. So these guys in the trench, kind of like they're moving by, they look up, they're all taking shots. Unfortunately, they're only able to hit a few of them. Just mostly the ones that are peeking up, try to return fire. And that will make it Oleg's turn.
All right. I believe I have to reload, so I'm going to use that last clip.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I will be going to try to shoot at this sniper right here.
Right where?
Yeah, you go for it, man.
Right over here.
Okay.
And I have to keep. All right.
Roll the damage. Again, Oleg seems to have been able to find his groove again, as again he sinks another round right into the enemy.
All right. Then I will be shooting at the right next to him.
I could get 2 shots.
Yep.
All right, and damage. Another 14.
Oh, sorry, wrong button.
Kind of just going down a line at a shooting rink in a fucking carnival. You're just going down line, going pop, 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 pop.
Yep, and that will be the end of my turn.
And Spencer Reinhardt isn't here, so I'm going to have him just take cover and kind of like move closer to Sophia, just for safety reasons. Ultima's turn.
Need 2 allocations incoming.
Yes. Ultima bends his knees down after seeing the pile of explosions around him. Very confident now all the mines are gone. He bends his knees and lunges forward, and upon reaching the edge of the trench, he leaps towards and
The ally?
What?
oh, boy, I'm committed. Mr. President!
Roll dexterity or strength of your choice.
Get
And then return. And then, Jack, do you resist?
What the fuck just happened? Yes, I'm gonna. The fuck are you doing?
Surprisingly, this farm boy is actually able to hold up this massive half-orc cleric.
Get down!
Mother,
Fuck.
we are pinned here.
Well, I'm dead anyway, so.
Is that all you wish to do in your turn?
That was my move.
All right, Chad Thundercock.
Oh, thank God.
Roll an initiative check.
Initiative check. All right.
Since you guys are so close to death, on each
Oh,
other.
19.
And then he rolls.
I swear to fuck, if you rolled a 20 or higher,
I'd laugh.
It's probably a 7.
For the sake of suspense, what is the action you wish to take?
Oh, I'm going to take all my actions. So my extra attack, my action surge. I want to fucking aim my shot, and I want to use my steady aim feature. Sorry, my sharpshooter feature. And I get +2 to a bonus to attack rolls. So when you make ranged attacks. So range attack +5 damage, and there is nothing in between me and them that's going to stop me.
All right,
Because
because
I go past half and 3/4 cover twice, 2 times over.
all right, because to tell you, he rolled a 15 and he has an initiative of 4.
Well, I'm quicker than him, so it doesn't matter.
No, Emo, you're on par.
Yeah, I know, but for in this instance, I'm quicker than him because action surge, motherfucker.
Oh no. Don't die, comrade.
So I'll just roll it at the same exact time that he rolls it as you roll it and say that happens first.
Okay, so
Oh, I just hold on. I just looked at my notes. He does have a legendary action left.
Dum, dum, dum.
No. His movement was fucked up because Mika shot him.
Yeah, he can't move. The only thing he can do is just attack.
Yeah, but wouldn't that fuck with his initiative?
leave it to the player who's dying to try and lawyer his way to
You know what?
surviving.
I'll roll disadvantage, but I'll keep it a secret what the action is, and then you'll do, and I'll describe what happens for ultimate
Okay.
suspense.
Main cannon +4, and that's 3 shots of the main cannon.
Okay.
+5 damage. To each one of the shots. Artillery. That's like artillery again shot 3 times, plus 2 to my roll, +5 damage, and then for my third action, what do I have left over? Is there anything left over in this thing?
You can fire the frontward 50 cals, and then you're shooting the mortars too, right?
I'm shooting the cannon, the mortars, and any weapons I can do. So I'm gonna roll again for any weapons I can shoot.
And I'll roll for everything else real quick.
That was less. Meh. So the 3 shots of cannon, 3 shots of the mortar. Each shot with the cannon gets 5 extra damage. Each shot with the mortar gets 5 extra damage, and it's a +2 on my roll. So that's 22 and 24.
All right, I have describing to do because I have rolled the rolls, and now I shall roll the other things. And then I gotta roll the D100. Oh, there it is. Okay, so. Oh wait, I forgot I had to roll this.
Oh dear. That's not a good thing to come back to.
Okay,
I'm waiting for the calculator.
actually, I do have to get that out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American education system in action.
I'm sorry, you roll fucking 9 different die want to calculate fast.
I'm
Not the fault of
willing
human
to.
calculator, maybe.
All right.
I'm guessing a number.
To be fair, since HPs are so low, I'm just gonna stop counting once I hit that HP. All right. So you see this tank just unload everything. The 2 frontward 50 cals just look forward and start peppering it. The rear mortar systems just chunks 3 large rounds towards it. The main cans unload all 3 rounds. Where's my notes? Because I need to just bring down the total number of rounds. And you see the mortars. One of them goes too long. One of them goes too short. One hits directly on top of the tank. And then when you go to fire the 3 main guns, the first gun fires outward. Actually, no, the first 2 hit, last one sails over. There's
How's that?
Huh?
Oh, it was the three. I get it. I thought the third dex check was the machine guns. Sorry, keep going.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Anyways, there's a massive explosion on the tail section of the thing. The left leg starts to buckle as it just starts to sink forward. It uses its last legendary action as the main guns are to disappear beneath the trees. A bright, large blue electricity shoots out, raking across the front of your ship, past the captain's hatch and along the back end, rending armor, ripping it open. Roll me a D100.
Shit.
Deafening silence. Let's not break it.
Not that. Oh,
Not
you
D20, D100.
I know. There you go.
Okay. And as you see the thing crash below the trees, there's a miniature mushroom cloud as it explodes, knocking down a few trees. The tail section of your tank, its engine ruptures and explodes as well, causing you can no longer move. This section of it is damaged beyond like immediate repair.
God damn it!
All sections on the front half of the ship are still to go, though.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're gonna have to repair this thing. Command to the tanks. I don't know if I got a feedback coming from saying. Hang on.
Yeah, it's from Neko's side.
They're just gonna keep moving.
Hang on, I get it. Just down a little bit so that doesn't interrupt. Okay, so because I haven't done my movement or anything like that, I command my tanks.
Yeah.
To this guy in this corner by memory.
Yeah.
Last thing I told them before I ended my turn last go was to shoot at this guy. These
Which
two
is
pull back. This, hang on, I need to ping him. This guy shoots at this guy.
Yeah.
And I told them to move down here and come up here. And that was like last turn before we
Yes.
ended the session.
Yeah, so they're gonna do that. All right, he takes a shot. It goes outward. It pings against the armor, but not much effect has happened.
That's fine. These tanks are coming around. This tank here, would he be able to shoot him?
If he gets it within range. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, you would.
No.
The rear section would be in the way.
Oh, that's fine. This tank also needs to come up and come. Yeah.
Also, overpressure is a thing, so
All right, and that would make it 115's turn.
I hope that tail end explosion hasn't done anything to me.
No, it hasn't done anything to you because it wasn't catastrophic.
Alright. Now to get that shit out then.
I'll just leave a doodle.
Here's there, and I'm pretty sure I can't. Wait.
The cannon was beneath the tank.
It works.
Good enough.
I wonder if those two feel lucky.
I mean, up to you.
All right. I'll yell in their general direction to throw down their weapons if they want to live.
So you're gonna demand that they surrender again?
Again.
Yeah, like
You already done it once.
yeah, you actually done it about 3 times.
And you said because they killed your guys, no more surrendering on the second line.
True.
Just burn them.
Completely forgot about that. And of course, the German would be a fan of burning things.
Says the crazy pyromaniac Canadian.
So you gotta stay warm somehow in the cold winter months.
That's what the gaming PCs are for.
Yep.
Remember who has an anti-tank trimmer
Yes.
still
Family,
alive?
gather around the PC of justice. We shall roast marshmallows.
Yes, just plug in a game with too many mods and watch it just catch on fire.
That's probably what happened to Raccoon's computer.
So,
Remember, kids, mod your New Vegas responsibly.
pretty sure the boys that are there are probably
Yeah,
having a fun time.
when it gets to their turn, they're gonna have to just do their checks.
Also, wouldn't my troops be also following up?
I was waiting for you to tell. Okay, I'll move them up there. Because I was kind of waiting for you to say where you want them to go.
I mean, their priority should be to get inside the trench. But, alright, time. Wait. How far of range does the bounce shot have again?
It bounces. It's plus. It's your range of the flamethrower plus half.
So, range plus about. What, there?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, those boys are about to be in a decent amount of trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
yet their sniper's still over there too.
I don't think I can reach those guys.
No.
Oh,
Can't beat you.
all right. The anti-tank guy will fire the obviously last standing tank. I think he's still alive.
Yep, he's still alive. He's going to
The
take his
other-
shot. All right. Anyway, what they're gonna do?
The other remaining flamethrower, other than me, should probably take care of the two guys closest, whilst I do the bounce shot on
Doggos.
Yep. Whilst I do the bounce shot on the farther three guys, that's within lovely range.
All right, so do the appropriate roll.
All right, so flamethrower and then bounce shot.
Yeah, so you do the flamethrower and then you just roll bounce shot just for the damage of it.
I take it that doesn't meet their AC.
Unfortunately, not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when you go to fire it, it hits the first section, and then when the gas like kind of deflects off to get in there, it just goes right past them to another location,
All right.
landing right there on them. The air flamethrower guy, he's able to get his fire exactly where he needs it. Hold on.
Nice.
Catching that section of the trench on fire. The AT guy kind of like loads up his miniature cannon. He takes aim. He fires. He's a little bit too wide as it zips off and sinks into a tree. End of your turn, or anything else that you could do?
I don't think I could do anything else. And didn't I only request the surrender of one dude, though?
That was the first line.
Yeah, I believe it's the two moving up across the trench right now.
Did he stand?
Oh yeah, sorry, those were actually shot.
Actually, no, I think you done it twice. The first time you done it, everyone laughed at you. Second time you killed, so you killed them. Second time, actually listened and you moved on from the trench.
No, I think I only demanded to surrender once, actually.
Yeah,
It
only
was-
one surrendered.
Yeah, one managed to surrender, but you did ask twice.
Okay.
Unless my number of times of failed surrender attempts are incorrect.
Yeah, sounds
Because I
about right.
recall asking once and had to clarify what I meant.
No.
I mean, I'm going off of notes that I've been taking of like the morale of the different sets of groups.
Hmm.
So that could just be wrong, and you've only asked once. But I have it written here that the first group was asked twice with a failed save on the second attempt.
All right. Yeah, because asking 3 times was one of those. I don't know why, but it seemed off.
I was saying it would have been 3 times because when you're asking about that, like, do these guys look like they're about to surrender? I said that would be you asking for a third time.
Oh.
Shrugs. It's okay. We can keep playing.
No, that's the end of my turn anyway, so.
All right, that would make it Sophia's turn.
I'm gonna point my AT rifle right here at the wall behind them
Okay.
and blast away with my last remaining shot in the magazine, which is high explosive. So ignore the damage on that one. Take that damage.
They just have to make their dexterity saves. And where exactly is it a shot going?
Since they're probably with their heads down, it's going to be aimed at the trench wall behind them.
Okay, but it's that general area.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just rolling shitty tonight. So the shot goes out. It has a minor arc because it is a heavier round, but you use the firing them. Hits on the wall, it explodes. The initial force didn't kill them, but the shrapnel of the wall may embed itself into each of them, incapacitating them as they stand there.
It'll work. And I'm just gonna put some more rounds into my magazine.
Okay. But with that though, I think that's about yeah. That's a nice percentage of them gone. Let me just roll this. Wow, I am really rolling low. Throughout the trench, by the few officers that do remain, you do hear whistle blowing as the four remaining snipers on the left side of the trench are going to take shots at those who are crossing.
Oh, thank God it's not me.
Okay, that's a double 20. As three guys immediately hit the ground out of the four.
Damn.
These guys, seeing that their trench has already been kind of hold on. As Mooney's outside their trench. How long does the knife thing last? Cloud of knives?
One of
I
two
believe
trench, wasn't it?
So that means that's about 8 because I believe it's a minute long. And technically Spencer isn't really doing much of anything else.
1 minute.
Yeah, so that's 8 more rounds it's there for. So these guys are just gonna inch their way a little bit closer. And kind of it's like get ready to meet. These three, however, are just they hear the whistle, so they get up and prepare to start running.
Ah, these snipers are being the backup.
Yeah.
Or,
This going to hell in a handbasket with fire really engulfing the trench. They're going to take a run for us. A 1, 2. This tank's going to take another shot at your tank. Help. Ah, shit. I dropped my die and hit my beer bottle.
no.
Not the bees.
Did it take?
Where did it go?
I guess it,
I heard the start of hell before the die drop.
yeah.
Hell, not Hellboy. My bad. It's taking a shot at Emu,
Yep.
but
This house is
I
getting everything.
dropped the die and I'm trying to find it.
Check the bottom of the bottle.
There's no way it got inside there.
That'd
Ju-
be hilarious if it did.
Just chuck
Yeah, it
until
is
you find it.
But no, it was one of my red ones.
Oh.
It was one of mine's. Yeah, I'm gonna make the party taking an advantage shot at them. That had sentimental value. That rolled a double 20 just a second ago.
Oh my goodness.
This actually makes me really sad.
We'll be right back after these messages, I guess.
I'm
Totally
gonna
finds that
have,
die.
I have to roll a different one.
I hope it's not a spiky one.
Roll a D100.
Hang on. Okay.
Today we shall mourn the loss of a red opaque D100. I mean, Jesus.
Can I reroll?
Is that good or bad?
Do you have anything that would let you re-roll damage?
I have a lot of smoke grenades.
That would have to be used on your turn.
There's a lot of engineers fixing up the tank. And when I
So
say
how
a
many
lot,
fucks
I'm pretty
died
sure
on
there's
this
still a
game?
lot of them.
I like
I'm pretty sure. Um,
think
sure, I'll let you re-roll so we don't have a thermonuclear detonation.
Oh fuck.
Warforges are expendable, remember?
I
Is
hate
that better?
magic.
That's better. So he shoots. It goes through the front armor. It sinks in. It breaches through the front plate to where you can see it, and it's just sitting there, lodged
Oh my
between
fucking
plates of
god.
armor.
Well, I hope that doesn't go off anytime soon.
Roll me an intelligence check real quick. Just to know if you can recognize the type of shell it is.
Okay. Intelligence.
All right, you recognize by the bright red tip of the shell that it was an HE. For some reason, it hasn't gone off yet.
Okay, so we are not fucking with that.
But you have essentially a bomb in the crew compartment.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on getting someone to remove that ASAP.
And the 6 snipers will take shots at the only exposed people, which would be
Oh, one
the
second.
others.
You still got these machine guns that were made that was doing work.
Yeah, it
That
has
was
to be
crewed
used on
by
your turn.
AI. I thought you said they're crewed by the AI, so when the AI takes a turn, like all these people move.
Then I'll have them take the shots then. But in the future reference, tell them to shoot. Oh, I was just looking for my red die a second ago. I feel sad now.
Sad face.
Did you find it?
No, I only have one of them. I had 2 of them.
I'm
Left.
sure I'll find it.
Wow. That's incredibly interesting.
It can't be good.
Hellboy, you only take 2 damage from 6 people trying to shoot you.
What?
That's fucking hilarious.
So the 6 snipers they're trying to cover the retreat, they all aim towards your squad and they all fire at the same time. Rounds just ricochet off of everywhere, but you've only taken 2 damage from them.
Well, I guess
That's
now I
really
know where
cool.
I'm going next.
And then the 250. Oh, I went for the red die again. I'm sad. Are they even for the snipers or the guys retreating?
Hear me?
The machine guns.
There's the machine guns. Were they in for retreaters or snipers?
Well, they were originally shooting into these trenches, but considering that these
Yeah.
trenches are taken up by allies or retreating, I think they might focus on the more serious people.
All right, so you're having all of them shoot.
I love that little laugh.
Damages.
Mika, what's so funny?
Like in context.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Like, hello, Tip. Okay.
Yeah, no, we need to take that thing out of the tank. The crew probably would be freaking out, to be honest. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's okay. We can get rid of that.
And since I did just get shot at, I'm gonna see if their morale has bit the dust as well.
Oh, yeah. There's guys inside the fire as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. Fuck, I can't pick them because the fire's in the way. Also, seeing that the 50s are now raking their position, they're just going to retreat deeper into the woods as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Right, perfect kindling.
So I'll say since they are in a it looks like they have been routed. They're in a general retreat. Are you guys going to pursue?
I'm running the op.
Oyeg will just
I'm gonna be
continue shooting.
Oh wait, I forgot. There's a section of people that are still wanting to fight here.
Yeah.
God, it's hard to see with all my fucking GM notes on screen.
Good thing the players can't see him.
Mm-hmm. Because you won't be able to see shit. Anyways, so are you guys wanting to do a? I'll look at the Jack's turn.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to want to pursue the retreating army, or are you guys going to just focus on those who are still put up a resistance?
I'm probably gonna make the tanks move forwards, but I'm going to stay behind and get this high explosive shell out of my skin.
I want to do a bit of cleanup here, but otherwise, no reason to follow them directly after them, but because they could be leading us into a trap.
I could say what the risk is for letting them leave.
Oh, the infantry should charge. We'll give you range support if you guys do charge.
Because the only major threat I'll say with this letting like that group leave is that they may, depending if the morale improves later in the mission, may like a slight ambush against you.
Ah,
Yeah, I can see that. Makes perfect logical sense.
so I should now be sniping the retreating infantrymen on the left side.
Why, yes, you should.
All right.
So Jack, what's your move?
Well, first I'm gonna entangle myself from the half cleric,
The half cleric.
half orc cleric.
The other half is
Oh,
below my
the
arm.
upper half of it. I'm pretty sure the other half of the cleric, like his ass cheeks and legs, are just because he's on the upper platform currently, leaning down with
Yeah.
his arms draped around you. He's like,
Cleric, I do not require healing right now. See to the tank crew. As I'll move over to like this corner and try and use that for cover and hide behind it with my bonus action. So that is a stealth check, and normal roll. So it should be nice and
Nice.
hidden now.
All right.
Until one starts firing.
Yes.
And he's gonna have the infantry guys just generally meet up with you.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna use the fact that I'm now hidden to try and take an advantage shot on that guy. Yes, the retreating sniper. If I can
All
even
right.
see him.
I would say it'll be a bit of a difficult shot. But you're stealthed, so it would have advantage against him. Since honestly, if I can here, let me just roll disadvantage real quick. Where's the stats at? Yeah, nope. So it would be at advantage to hit him.
Okay, and I'm still using the weird bolt action, Imperial bolt action rifle I picked up, and I believe it has 4 more
Okay.
shots in it. Because I haven't swapped gun. So, just to say one of my gun skills.
That's beautiful.
Sorry. And then what's your dexterity like?
My dex modifier is a 3, so I have a +3. And then I would also get a sneak attack.
Yeah. So you kind of raise the bolt action. You kind of see there's a little bit of a gap between a couple of sandbags where you can see someone. You take a shot, it sails forward, slamming him into the back as he falls face first into the dirt.
Yay!
Nice.
Looted weapons for the win!
Hopefully that's not an infraction against Kevin.
I just grabbed a fallen comrade's weapon. I'm avenging him. I can spin this.
Exactly.
Anyways, so what infantry is going to do the same thing as before.
Yeah. Move across. Help fortify this line.
5, 6. 8. I was going to have them do dash actions to get in. Guy, however, is going to attempt to jump over the half orc. You have a buddy face down in the dirt with you there, Ultima.
I'll come peaceful in the wood. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, it's not that comfy then, actually.
Ow!
He lands right on top / next to you.
Oh my.
But he will roll over off to the side, so you could still stand up on your turn. These guys, I'm just gonna take shots through the trench with the other guys into the trench. Because fucking thin the numbers, they see the retreats happening, they might as well try to like score a few points so they might get like extra pay or some bullshit. Oh wow, shit rules. As all of their rounds just rake over the top of the trench, hitting nothing.
Amateurs.
I'm just gonna say that these guys are just gonna move behind the tank. Alright. Which will make it Oleg's turn.
Yes. All right. So, Silence Child. All right. So I'll be using my second wind bonus action. So 1d10 plus 6. Yep. 7 more health. All right. And
That's
then,
a big oof.
yeah. All right. Now I'm going to be shooting at over at the left side, closest dude right there.
Oh, left side?
Yes.
I was looking at the right. What side?
This one.
Okay.
I'll be pinging a dude.
He's been pinged.
All right, and I will be shooting.
Fire. Roll me a D100.
All right.
You go to shoot Shasha, you hear the click, and nothing happens. Tinker Tools?
All right. Tinker Tool. Would that be a dexterity or
Dexterity or intelligence, your choice.
dexterity then?
Good news is it wasn't that severe of a jam because as you kind of like as you go to pull back the bolt to see what happens, it comes out. It's the full bullet, but as you pick it up, you can hear the powder sloshing inside. It's a shitty bullet.
All right. Phew. I'm gonna try to shoot at him again.
All right, because because you can do 2 attacks per turn, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Unfortunately, in your haste to fix your rifle, you lift it up and you just shoot too wide.
All right.
Spencer Lionheart is just going to use his action to move as Sophia moves, sticking close to her, kind of being support in the cast magic, making it Ultimate's turn.
With my passive perception, is anyone near me salvageable? Like these three guys, or
Um, let's see real quick, because those three guys in front of you are enemies. Are you healing it? Oh, okay.
I need to know who's salvageable.
Gonna roll some stuff real quick. Okay, you have two guys in the trench in front of you and two guys in the field behind you. The two closest behind you, and then the two that are in the corner here.
All right, well, I'm gonna get up as half my movement, and I'm gonna sprint towards.
All right.
Ugh.
Making it Chad Thundercock.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh yeah, by the way, everyone in the trench has the holy
Yeah.
thing still.
Yeah, your aura is still covering them.
Oh yes. Now, what I want to do is, I'm more than sure there's mages in this thing we're mending. I want to go for the loudspeaker, and I want to see if anyone can remove that explosives in a magical manner if possible. Like, um, I can imagine like Bigby's magical hand coming in and just grabbing the explosive and throwing it away or something. But I can't do that myself. I want to know if someone in the tank can do that. Something.
So your three repair engineers are going to come and see what they can do.
Yep. I'm gonna command these tanks to shoot at this tank. Okay. Boom. Go and move up. Boom.
Yes.
Because I'm not shooting with my main cannon. Have an explosive in my belly.
All right, someone's going to move this tank up about 60, taking 2 shots. So I'll roll for them real quick. Damn, that's a thick ass armor. So they move up. First one shoots. It bounces off the ground. It hits the front and it deals. There's smoke peeling out. Like it hits, it doesn't explode, but there's smoke peeling out of the tank now as it took a hit that rocked it.
Okay, that's it. You know what? I'm gonna command these fucking machine guns to shoot at it when they get their turn around.
I'll have it be on your turn now. So I can do that real quick. That since it is armor.
Load AP.
They're belt fed, so they already have what they have in there.
Okay.
But it is naturally AP. But it is 50 being shot at front armor.
Don't forget they got that thing that Viper done.
Yep. So I gotta roll this one. All right. So they shoot. They find some holes as even more smoke is spewing out of the engine. A little bit of flames is coming out one of the holes.
Fuck this. I'm gonna do this myself. I'm gonna crawl out the top. Mount my 50k. The heavy machine gun known as the Ripper.
Okay.
Plus, what was that thing for Viper's thing?
1d4.
It was 1d4. So roll 1d4. Go over here. 19 damage.
So again, it shoots. You find some weak points in the hole. You're putting through even more smoke and more flames are peeling out as something that was died but didn't explode is just now more dead, more inoperable.
Well, that's okay. I have an extra attack, so I'm gonna shoot it some more just to be safe.
Jesus.
What's the AC of a corpse?
Okay, so it's not moving. You're just peppering it down some more. In the middle of it, the hatch opens up as a guy who's bloodied and kind of burnt blows up, and you just fucking rip the top half of him off as he gets up out of the captain's hatch.
That's for shooting
Nice.
my tank, you fucking bastard.
He just leveled up and multiclassed into corpse.
I had to draw something about that thick ass.
Oh my god. That's great.
Uh,
That's some thick ass.
that ass is thick.
Pretty much.
And yeah, I'll just get people to repair fucking. the
Oh
thing,
yeah,
but
the
this guy
rules that
needs to
happen for that. So,
Uh,
so the gnome tries to use his magic to push it outward. The other gnome is trying to kind of like give it a little bit of nudge. The kobold grabs two pipes onto the ceiling, lifts himself up, put his feet onto the shell, and it starts to inch outward as he kicks it.
That seems unsafe.
I don't see. I'm on top of my tank, so I don't know what is going on right now.
That seems remarkably unsafe.
I fucking love kobolds.
They know roughly what they're doing, I think.
It's physics.
It's physics.
hope-
It came in this way. It can leave this way. Brother, hand me the hammer.
better hope it didn't explode.
Anyways, make. Hey, I'm a kobold. I'm in the middle of a war. Welcome to Jackass. Making it 115's turn.
That explosive was
Looks like
going
a
to go
nuclear
off.
explosion in the making.
Yes.
So, wait. I need to actually take a quick little measurement. So for me, oh boy. Alright. I'm gonna move away from that tank. For the boys.
All right. They're just gonna kind of like look around. One of them kicks another one's body just to make sure he's dead for sure.
As you do. Alright, now we calculate firing distance. Pun intended.
Oh, I know the thing.
There's these poor bastards.
Gotcha.
Hmm?
What did you say, Maven?
I didn't actually say anything. Although I was thinking, if we can't get the big tank land ship rolling again, can I loot one of those big machine guns and carry that around?
I mean,
Maven has joined the Mechanicus.
I could do that.
yeah,
Human. Debatable.
he would have to set it up before firing.
Hey, I can just use a free action to go prone. That's essentially setting it up.
Alright. I'm gonna try doing a pound shot on these guys. Hopefully the other flamethrower guy could hit these guys.
All right, you know what to do.
Yep. Unfortunately, she's kind of a bit.
It's kind of
Hopefully I-
suspenseful. Not really being able to
Does
see
that
it
hit?
anyways.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Little dog.
So your teammate just lobs some fire over here. It gets him as well. You lob it over here as well. The flame shots don't kill these men. However, they not take. Hold on.
You'd have to find a way to get off fire.
They fail all of their dexterity saving throws.
Oh no.
Nice.
Here comes out the fun dice.
6 men are on fire. Is that your move there? Or shall we punish that one tank in the front some more and just shoot some AT at it?
I'm pretty sure it's dead right now. But if the AT wants to waste his ammo on another group of guys,
I don't
that's
know,
his
we-
prerogative.
We could always go up and piss on
Yeah.
his corpse. Just make extra
That's
sure.
true. He's just gonna take a shot at the last group of 3 then. Which he hits.
Jeez.
Those guys must be pissing themselves right about now.
All but one die. As a kind of gyro rocket pseudo bullet is shot, lands amongst them, explodes, sending bits of bodies flying in a few different directions.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And your move there?
Pretty much.
All right. Making it Sophia's turn.
I don't happen to have a shot on those snipers, do I?
You would have a shot on the ones furthest to the left because of special penetration / range reasons.
Also, good news.
Wait,
We
to
might
the
not
right.
have our raccoon, but we have one raccoon in the chat.
Because I'm gonna blast them with a frag round.
All right. Jesus Christ.
It's
I
not
assume-
explosive, but it's still nasty.
Did you aim at one or in the middle?
At one.
So yeah, just off in the distance over here, just a loud noise as one guy just gets detonated.
Yay,
Nice.
I have
haste.
the funny feeling that both of them would have been mortally
And
wounded.
pain. My
Close
rolls
to
are
the middle.
really shit today because that was 1. As fragments of bone and viscera fucking annihilate the next guy next to him, taking shrapnel and other body parts to the side of its head.
Holy shit.
The ones who witness it are now just kind of like stopping the move, realizing that it's fruitless. So these 3 up here are just surrendered. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys are still making their dash motions upward. This guy, it's gonna roll his morale. Yeah, he's just not. He doesn't want anything to do with anything else. So that only leaves one group still in the trench that are still willing to fight. Oh yeah, these guys down here need to take their shots at the guys in the trenches.
Okay, the trench war is still going on.
Holy fuck.
guessing you went for the red die again.
No. Morale.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this battle's pretty much over now. As the last remaining of them kind of just like hold up their rifles. Some of them even toss them out of the trench, and you kind of see hands is coming up.
How many fingers do end up going flying because of this?
I'll say for the sake of just like since rifles were tossed up first.
Okay, good. I just wouldn't be surprised if our guys just saw something pop up and fired off a shot.
All right.
I mean, if Olier didn't have to worry about running away snipers, he'd probably still take a few shots at them.
Let's get your guys' surviving guys out here. And I assume Ultima wants to try to save lives some more. All right.
I would ask if it was possible to make like a makeshift.
I'll say that'd be very possible to do.
All right, I'll just kind of plant it over here, and I'll just drag.
I kind of just sorry. I'm just trying to get guys like the line to see how you guys if how many you guys have left.
A lot, apparently. Holy crap.
We lost like half?
More guys, and you guys still have wounded to tend to too.
I have a. I just need everyone together.
Oh yeah, healing. Hold on. Yes, but I gotta figure out how. Hold on. Fuck. There's a lot of those.
I mean, considering that I feel like I started out with what felt like 4 guys, this seems like a lot now. And Raccoon is suggesting we use all the bodies to clear out the minefield.
Oof.
You know, if they might be useful later.
I forget to use my name.
I mean, we might be able to use the hostages for it, but they're not gonna
I
last
mean,
long.
Olier would be up for having
I can-
hostages do that.
No. What? No, let's not do that. That's cruel.
I just
That's-
direct fired someone with a frag round. That is also a war crime.
Look, the war crimes have not been updated yet to.
Yeah, as
Look,
Raccoon put
just
it,
because we want to implant a crack grenade in the commander's rectal cavities doesn't mean we can't enjoy it.
And are you going to be also healing the infantry as the enemy infantry as well if they are? All right. So for the sake of expedience, since they're just gonna be tied up and kind of like shipped off somewhere else, these guys are the allies that can be healed.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No, like the ones that
Can't
actually,
cure death.
yeah, the ones that are dead.
I guess that
Oh
includes
well,
the
after
wall.
doing the rights, I was just planning to do a medicine check overall to.
But and I assume that's what you were going to actually. Fuck. Okay, roll that too. So I'll see if there's any more besides what I rolled for.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking.
And I'm pretty much doing it on everyone.
Hold on.
right, so we're having a bit of a retinue for the next battle.
And then. And
Pretty sure the ones on fire aren't recoverable.
yeah. Okay, so 5 more.
And was anyone at all in a critical injury that I couldn't do by my own hands? Did I have?
I'll say with the crit that like the few that came around that you couldn't heal with your hands were to the point where like we're talking like grievous injuries. So so this is just all healing by hand, stabilizing, bringing them up. A few of the like pseudo medics that have health potions for the ones who really couldn't do it.
So we managed to save
Yeah, I'm doing
35.
this to friends and enemies. I got my little flag.
Do we seem to have 35 regular troops that survived this engagement?
Oh, that was a bit loud.
A crit and then a high percentage on the fucking D100.
Yeah, Raccoon's right. Chad bodybuilder cleric versus virgin doctors. Seriously. Holy
You see, while they're using medicine, I'm using spiritual healing.
I got some people in this tank that might need some healing too.
Yeah, but no one really died in there, so it's all good on there. The only problem is that it's gonna take at least a day plus to get it moving.
You said we can't really use it on the second part of the mission, yeah?
Yeah, so it also means that it's gonna be stuck at the beach, so like it can't like go to its maximum.
It's
a fortress on the beach, so at least the beach landing will be secured.
Yep. Well, what I'll do is I'll contact headquarters throughout Antenna if it's still working.
And Oak, I will say that yes, only the four that were at the much far north were able to actually escape the battle.
Yeah. I didn't know it was over because I would have shot at them.
Yeah.
I was just calling it over because, like, one, they're in the tree line now. Two, the rest of them surrendered, and now and then the last of the landers are landing, which also means that resupply.
Yee.
During my time, I'm trying to do a few things. I'm trying to dig a small line of dirt after I'm done with my duties and after healing all the enemies and the friendlies, I'm gonna just keep going forward and using thaumaturgy.
Okay, so you're
while trying to dig in the dirt.
Yeah, so you're just going to pretty much just like use thaumaturgy to clear the rest of the minefield and make it easy. All right, so as you're doing that, other like specialists too are also doing on the other side, so it's getting done twice as fast.
Hey,
yeah.
If you have a chance, can you get the tanks there and line them in like a spearhead formation around my thing, so I don't get any sneak attacks on me? So one like here, the other one like here, the other one will be like here.
So you don't get another fucking dud inside your hole.
Yes.
But you can add it to when you go home. You can put on it's like, yes, I defeated the shell in Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah. So speaking of which, as you're kind of looking by and you're kind of looking around, you hear someone go, "No, fucking stop it, you fucking lizard!" You hear ting, 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 ting.
Wow, I'm gonna go down. What is this tinging?
The kobold has taken a wrench and he's just beating the shit out of the shell. Each hit, though, is pushing about a centimeter out each time.
I restrain the kobold from hitting the thing. Well,
that strength score.
That strength score is.
It'll probably beat the kobold, but
yes, it actually beats the kobold still.
Hang on.
It's a kobold. What do you expect?
Young, scaly fellow kid. How do I put this? That explodes. Yes.
It's
on
a
impact.
dot.
It's a dot. Yes. It still might explode.
Dots don't explode as he kicks it again. It's like a tank.
I'm gonna try to push it out.
Famous last
I do.
words.
What's with these rolls? 4 and 5 in a row.
The kobold cheekily holds up the wrench. He goes, "Wrench helps."
The kobold's being
Okay.
oppressed.
What would I roll for to punch the explosive out of my hole?
Strength plus proficiency, maybe.
That's a
Look,
strength
look.
save.
4,
I mean,
5,
it
6.
it adds proficiency, so
It does. Look, 4, 5, 6 in a fucking row. What the fuck is wrong with these? Really?
At least they're getting better.
What the fuck?
It's staying, okay? It's staying. It's a permanent fixture.
he holds up the wrench as like you can use the wrench.
I have the thing so I can punch multiple times.
You know what? You could use the kobold
you
as a
go.
battering ram against the
Oh
shell.
no, that's of course I'd waste my good roll on something wasteful. I go that.
As
All
Raccoon
right.
puts it, oh, so it's okay
There
when
you
the
go.
Dragon Bolt does it.
So you give it one good just huff,
Yeah, no,
As
it's
it-
not metal on metal.
and
That's
as
my argument.
yeah. So it just click, thunk, thunk, thunk as it hits the end of the thing and rolls off and hits into the dirt.
Good. Okay.
I would have
No.
laughed if that thing exploded
Is
right after
The
that.
gnome rolled
I
nat
turn.
ones,
I turn.
and the kobold actually rolled like a 15, disarmed the bomb.
Lol. I turn to the kobold, pat him on the back. I'm flame retardant. You're not, my friend. And I go back upstairs to my thing. It's like,
Duds
"Someone fix
don't
the
go
hole."
boom.
Yes, but the room goes woof.
As the kobolds are kind of now crawling out of the hole and kind of going over the shell, they're trying to like peel it open, see if there's anything like salvaged from it at all.
I can't wait to hear any kind of explosion or.
I'm actually going
sound.
to. If you're going to do that, carry it a good distance away from the tank, good sir.
Why do I have the feeling that that kobold is someone who will try welding a handle to a mortar grenade?
You say that like he hasn't done that already.
Actually, I want to watch him fuck with this grenade, so I'm going to help him carry it away.
I mean, have you guys examined the end of that wrench? There might already be a grenade attached to it.
So I just roll like a 22 for strength. Can I just carry this explosive away so he can fuck with it like away from my tank?
So you kind of go amongst all the little kobolds, start acting like children with it. You just reach down, pick it up over your head as you start walking away with it, as you have like a herd of them following you.
This is more entertaining than I thought. I sit it down like, what is it? Here, I would say.
Yeah.
I sit down here so I got a good view of it, and I'll walk all the way
You,
back
you,
and get up.
you hear a tink as the blowtorch goes.
I start into a light jog, realizing they're not wait.
Anyways, some of the other kobolds have already started to dismantle the enemy tanks and the blown-up tank for extra armor and spare parts as well.
Whip that onto the Matilda, could you?
As it's like essentially, it looks a bit like lizard piranhas attacking a cow tank shredded in minutes. For
I
spare.
tell them if they really want to do that, they can have Ham having fun welding that shit to the Matilda.
Yeah. Well, they got to get spare parts to repair the fucking tank. You have 300 hit points to restore.
That too, yeah.
What does that?
Anyways,
And they have
Yeah,
several
but
tons
like-
of spare parts.
what was the question there, Hellboy?
What did that behemoth that we fought look
Oh,
like?
can we
Yes.
claim this tank?
What tank?
This one up here, it has no damage. It's just the crew got numbed by the grenade.
Do you want to reclaim it?
Yes, because it's in perfect working order. It's just
As long as it didn't get cannibalized by the kobolds.
yeah. Well, there's 3 tanks they can take apart.
So it takes a while to get the appropriate crew to fit in there because it's made for medium-sized creatures. Yeah.
Ah, that's perfect. More room.
All
I mean,
right.
technically speaking, I could drive it.
So could I.
Anyways, the long-range radio starts to spark up a bit.
And Raccoon, well, Reinhard Spencer is offering up his blue grenades to the kobolds.
Oh no.
Is what?
No. No.
Is offering the jumping beans to the kobolds.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh.
bad idea.
I mean,
Do
this
I
is
see this?
I'm about to roll for stealth.
Well,
I'll get
he
my
at least
perception
posted
up.
it. He
I'll
posted
be
in the
back.
comments. He posted in the YouTube live chat that Spencer should give
I
his
rolled a
blue
10
grenades to the
for
kobold crew.
perception.
I'm gonna roll something for Spencer Lionheart. How the fuck does he have so much in stealth? You don't see him.
Yep, that's. I see nothing.
Does anybody wish to roll perception?
Sure.
I feel like I'm dealing with a radio check.
Fuck.
The magic box is talking.
The magic box.
A message from
I feel that roll 20 is fucking with us. No matter what we do, we're gonna get some low rolls.
Solid, let's try. Please
So
don't
really
be terrible.
quick, Sophia, you kind of go up to him, and like he's starting to a bunch of kobolds. You get a bad feeling in your stomach.
I'm gonna peek over his shoulder, see what he's doing. And the instant I see he's trying to give them his grenades, I'm going to fucking book it the other way.
So he hands him what looks like so what it is, he's like talking to him. He hands him a small box that's wrapped in cloth, and they hand him something back.
I don't like this.
I don't like this either.
You know that he handed them something, but you don't know what he handed them. As he just simply turns around and unwraps the steak sandwich and takes a nice bite out of it, going, delicious. You see Sophia goes, "Hey, what's up? You look a little worried."
What did you just trade away?
Some shit.
Sure.
I'm hoping that's literal.
Some shit we got in the kit that we don't need anymore.
Okay.
Hold on, actually, I need to see the goblin. I need to see the kobolds as sleight of hand. As the kobold opens the box and pulls out one of these blue grenades,
Oh, fuck no.
grabs the top of it, gives it a twist, and yanks out the mechanism.
Oh, fucking nope. Nope, fuck that. I'm booking it. I'm hiding behind the big armored thingy.
And we go to the radio. We didn't decide on a call sign for the main operation. Maven, what would have been your call sign for the leader operation?
Probably joke.
Joke, come in, Joke. And as it's sparking on the radio, you hear pops of gunfire in the background of the radio.
Joke here.
Up.
What's your status?
Wait, are you next to Ultima? Because Ultima was carrying the radio.
Probably. Like, he's more charismatic than me, so I kind of need his help to keep the troops in line, I'm
Okay.
guessing.
Yeah. Is it
the voice of God.
Joke, come in. Sit rep. Shit. More gunfire.
Joke here, beach landing secured.
God fucking damn it, about time. Fuck. As more gunfire's gone, it's like, we've been boarded. Enemy stormtroops. We think the fucking enemy commander's on board too.
Oh,
What did they board?
The airship that you guys were on. Listen, you need to complete the mission, and then 2 loud pops you in. Ha! There's silence on the radio for a few minutes.
Is there a me leader Skeletor?
A few more seconds pass.
okay, I'll try and yell out to the rest of the party. Oh no, they've captured High Command. I hope they don't go to our secret base at, and then just give them some random coordinates in the middle of fucking nowhere.
So you're also saying it into the radio too.
Well, a bit away from it, but so that I know that the radio can hear it. I just rolled deception for this. It's gonna go horrible.
Yeah, roll deception.
That's beautiful.
You get a repetitive and goes, nah. Who is this on the radio?
Listen here, you damn piece of shit! You'll never take our lands!
They said, hear you, bub. Ah, fuck, hold on. Let me get the voice right. Hold on. Listen, you bub, I don't care for your lands. Fuck. I had it perfect so a while ago, too.
Just say He-Man over and over again in that voice.
He-Man. Fuck. Carry this, you little shit. Yes.
Beautiful.
Thompson on top of the tank have brewing a coffee at the moment.
I take it you're the ones on the beach?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would like to know.
In which case,
'Cause I
no,
have
we're not.
cannons.
In which case, no, we're not. We're in the middle of the island. Deep underground.
Wait a minute, what's can I hear this over the radio?
You can hear this over the radio, every word for it.
I'm trying
No,
to
we're
pull.
totally in the 9 hells.
Listen, the rest of your ships are in retreat, all according to plan. So you can either run and put up a bit of a resistance on the island, or you can surrender and we'll ship you back in a matter of months back to your hometown.
Your evil plan will never succeed. We will find you, and we will kill you. And I'll just turn off the radio.
We're supposed to be the baddies.
Actually, can I say something?
Yeah, your radio connection is still connected to where High Command is.
Connect true to High Command. High Command, are you hearing this?
Yeah, this is High Command.
Not you, you stupid fucking. Ah.
I'm sorry, but your current ARL player is on the ground twitching.
I can't wait until I can find your. What is it? Wait. There was an insult that a bunch of that a bunch of Crusaders gave to the Turks. I'm gonna look it up quickly. Give me 1 second.
Have you tried applying medical aid to the radio operator? You don't seem to be capable of using a radio. You sound weird.
Fuck you. As 2 more gunshots go off, and he goes, there, he's no longer twitching. Is that enough medical aid for you?
That wasn't medical aid.
Oh yeah, go just shut out. You deserved it. He was a jackass anyway.
This
You
is the
will
problem.
bring the relic.
This is the problem with dealing with retards.
There's
They
a
don't know
relic.
the difference between medics and shooting them. Medicaid and shooting them.
You really need to fix your microphone. Yeah. Your voice is weird. You need to get that looked at. If it's not the microphone, you should go see a doctor.
He ignores the comment. He goes, they have the
Oh
as
my
like
god, Viper.
there's a bit of a feedback loop. Hold on.
Oh, I found it. Okay. Now, is he a kingdom? Who is this person? Who are you? What should I address you as before I say this to you?
You then may address me as your lord, or the one you surrendered to unconditionally.
Okay. Oh, Wankstain. The Wankstain's devil. And the damn devil Kith and Kin. Secretary to Luther himself. What the devil kind of knight art thou, that can't slay a hedgehog with your naked ass? The devil shits, your army eats. Thou shalt not. Thou shalt none of your thou son of a whore. Make subjects of we're imperial, yeah?
Yeah.
Make subjects imperial sons. We have no fear of your army. By land, by sea, we'll battle thee. Fuck thy mother. Thou Babylonian Scolan, Macedonian wheelwright, brewer of Jerusalem, goat fucker of Alexandria, swine herder of Greater and Lesser Egypt, pig of Armedonian,
Jesus Christ.
Houdelian thief, can't even say the second one, hangman of the Camnites, the fool of the world and underworld, the idiot before God, grandson of the serpent, the crick in my dick, pig snout, mare's ass, slaughterhouse cur, unimperial cur, brow, sorry, screw thine own mother. So us Imperials declare, you low life, you won't even be herding our pigs for the Imperials by the time we're done. Now we conclude, for we don't know the date, though I have burnt my calendar. Well, the moon's up, the sun's up in the sky. So I'm guessing we're in the same fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
The day's same over here as it is over there. So kiss her ass from us Imperials to you, shitstain.
I know a call sign is
I'm-
Joker, but seriously.
I'm sorry, can someone get the Outcasts off the mic?
He's
I have
No.
to
telling you
I
to
have
go
to-
fuck yourself.
No, you can
Also,
step
have you
away from it.
consulted a doctor? Seriously, I'm worried.
Contextual. I put this in contextual. It is fucking awesome.
Along with Catchy's drawing. Also, what do we didn't really supply, or do we have to look around?
Really,
That was an actual reply.
yeah. The last thing that you guys will hear on the mic for a cut is like, yes, use the relic. There's crackling onto the mic as the last thing you guys hear for the radio cuts out is the room filling with the sounds of moans.
No, he's a
Orgy up there.
Yeah, huh?
I yell over the radio, rape is.
The radio is cut out. And it wasn't like the moans of pleasure, it was more like life coming into someone who has been dead.
Okay, so
More like
I
a
hope that's
more like
the
a
Wolfwatchers never have to deal with that again.
fuck did he take over high?
as you guys look up into the air, the entire fucking air is just filled with tracer rounds. One of the airships that are heavily leaning off the one direction, kind of moving off to the side. One's in a full retreat. One actually has two other airships kind of like pinning it into the air.
Well, it looks like we're on our.
Yeah. You guys still have a mission to complete.
You
So
said
what
there's
do we do with the
resupply there.
prisoners?
Oh, we kill them.
Excuse me?
Okay, so
Resupply.
a team has been brought to the front. They're gonna hold the beachhead, repair everything, and hold prisoners. Resupply. So you're guaranteed to have resupply of everything you've used. So replenish all the bullets you have shot, and then roll me D100s.
I wish I had more time to actually write that down and change that into language that we can actually understand.
Oh, I
Yeah.
understood it all.
Yes, and you've now been saying the slob on my knob.
All right,
Did
Chad Thundercock. You can add a whole new belt of ammunition to your gun.
Yeet. Now, do I have to roll separately for the fortress I'm sitting on top of?
The fortress is being restocked as you guys are doing your guys' mission, and then I'll roll for that in the background to see if it's able to come to you at the end.
Thank you.
Oleg, you may
Yes.
choose another 25 rounds or 3 more stripper clips.
25 more rounds.
All right.
Thank
Sophia,
you.
Yeah.
why you aren't able to get any more extra weapons for your anti-tank rifle, you can find 30 rounds for your M-Garand.
Wonderful.
Jack, what exactly are you looking for? Because I think you only shot the bolt action.
Yeah, I've only shot the bolt action and the mounted weaponry.
Yeah. So are you trying to take the mounted weaponry, or are you trying to get more ammo for the bolt action?
And no, I'm gonna toss the bolt action as soon as it's out of ammunition.
So
Yeah, no, I might have been
what do you
trying
want
to.
from?
I might have been trying to get myself just grab a random weapon, a random heavy weapon of some description. Gonna be using once the bolt action runs out.
So you can take one of the LMGs.
Yeah, that should work.
All right. So just take note of an LMG. I'll tell you its damage in a little bit. I just want to get through everybody real quick. Hellboy,
Mhm.
do you want more fuel or more frag grenades?
Add grenades.
Well, you can get some now.
Yeah, probably more fuel.
All right. So you can have a whole extra 2 canisters, which have 100 milliliters each.
So 200 more fuel. All right.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Is there anything anybody wants to do on the beach?
just quickly, we're leaving the fortress behind, yes?
Yeah, the fortress unfortunately does have to be left behind.
Okay, so can we get the Matilda out from inside of it?
Easy enough.
Also, if
'Cause
Oleg
out-
actually wants spare bolt ammunition from me, I have 3 rounds left in it.
So the thing is that take just the Matilda, or you can try to move the whole tank convoy, or the other tanks can remain here and defend the beach from counterattack.
Well, what I was going to do is take the Matilda and I go with the rest of the tanks, and we'll have like an armored division supporting the infantry.
I just kind of want to know what kind of resources you guys taking into the woods.
Okay. Well, it's up to you. You're the commanding, your high command in this stage. If
Well,
the tanks,
High Command's dead, so this is up to you guys to choose.
all right, so we leave the tanks here and we go in with a single tank supporting all you guys.
All right.
What do you guys want to do? I really don't mind.
Honestly, I would not recommend bringing tanks into a forest area.
Well,
Yeah.
the Matilda would be coming in with you guys regardless because that's what I'm riding in.
Well,
All right.
that's a tank kit. It's slightly different. It's nice and small.
We
It's
can bring the stolen tank. Also,
Yeah.
I found pictures of tanks, and I'm happy.
Actually, can you get a picture of Matilda up quickly? Do you have like a thing that we're using we're going to use for Matilda so I can kind of have a mindset how big this tank is?
Still don't have the picture of what that other behemoth was.
I have to re-find it.
Not so good.
Guys, just so that way we all know, to my natural explorer, our group as a whole, we can't get lost unless magical means, and we don't get slowed down by difficult terrain as a
Oh,
group.
good. Over the loudspeakers while the tank is getting taken out, okay, people, if you need ammo, grab the ammo from the slain. We're going hunting.
All right. Would there be any special kind of rules for scouting up ahead of the group, Elf?
General survival style of
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to click that. All right, survival general check. All right. Fuck.
You have initiative. You have advantage on your initiative roll.
Yes, and I also do pretty good on for first attack against an enemy that doesn't attack first.
All right, you're kind of looking up, and it's like you can't really get lost, so you see the target where you need to go to. It's a little weird because as you kind of get to the where the forest line stops, it goes downhill drastically, so you see the tops of the trees.
So we're bringing what now?
The Matilda. The elf is looking for the picture.
I've sent it to
What
Oh,
about
context?
the tank we captured? Can't we take that as well?
You guys can choose to take or not take any of the surviving tanks or surviving infantry.
Maybe we could take half of the surviving infantry.
Mm,
And remember, more landers are landing the beach.
Mm.
Also, technically speaking, we could take them all, including.
Yeah. Granted, as they're landing and getting out and kind of seeing what's going on, you can tell that they did not get out without a scratch. Some of their landers are just simply limping along. A few of them were ambushed and even boarded.
Okay, I think we're back.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, speaking of landers, we should probably somehow salvage ours.
I will say that due to the water and the fire that it can get off, it won't have very much protection nor as much carrying capacity as before.
Should probably salvage and repair what we can off of that.
It was gutted of all its useful resources before you guys took off to make room for the mammoth tank.
Ooh, I'd love to salvage that.
Your tank?
The fucking the walker.
Yeah, that is
Baby
currently.
Magma.
Yeah, the kobolds are currently looking at that too.
Oh, good.
If we can actually repair our lander to be able to get the fuck off the island, in case we actually need to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, which is what they're doing.
Good.
All right, so, what have we agreed to bring?
Okay, so you guys are okay with me taking my Matilda? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can
seems
bring
fine.
it.
I'm thinking I might want to
they're
bring
all-
8 standard infantrymen with us. That should still leave plenty here. That might actually be a bit much. I think 4 should be plenty.
I will say about if you guys take everyone that's here, about 50 survivors from the other landers will be here to kind of hold the area.
Probably.
That'd be enough.
It just depends how large of a group do you guys want to move with.
I'd say we move with a smaller group.
Yeah, which is why I'm
Yeah,
thinking
small
actually
group.
only bring 4 infantrymen with me.
Because I'm bringing my squad. Because
I'm only bringing one tank out of the
speaking of
squad.
Any more Warforges showed up?
No, you were the only Warforged asset that was going to be landing. You guys are kind of valuable, so.
Alright.
All right. So we have 4 infantry and 4 Warforged we're bringing.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Oh, yeah.
And a tank.
Yeah.
Actually,
Should probably figure a way to swap one of the flamethrower guys with a anti-personnel gun.
That would be easy enough. You could just drop it.
yes.
You could just drop it and take one of the spare HMGs off of like landers and shit.
Yeah.
Did I lose connection or something? Yes, I did.
Explosives.
There we go. Connection's back.
Any explosive material we can use.
Other than the flame packs.
Besides the flame packs, because we may need to forcefully get ourselves through bunkers and shit like that.
The Cobalt next to you kind of holds up the blue grenade with extra shit added onto it.
I pat the cobalt on his head. Thank you. This would turn the tide of the battle. And I take the grenade and then put it in my inventory. I pat him on the head again. Your kin will be proud.
He is currently on him. He has a belt of mortars wrapped around his chest.
If you do get hit, run towards the enemy.
He is ready for war.
I fucking love kobolds.
There.
Is there a way of me salvaging a? No. I'm gonna look over at the tanks. They would have had a 50 cal on them, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen what a twin link 50 cal look like, and I got a single one. Is there a way of me making a twin link 50 cal out of the 50 cal suit I have?
It would take a bit of time.
We only have 48 hours.
Wait.
48 hours.
All right, let's head out.
Let's head out.
I'm also going to try to be sneaky.
So, Maven, roll me a 1d4.
Oh no. This will be bad.
It took you 2 hours to get everybody organized, get everybody armed up, get the thing compared. Its reason wasn't 3 or 4 hours because you're commanding of moving everybody faster.
Yay.
46 hours remain in the mission.
All right, let's head out.
Yeah.
Let's head out, yes.
Yeah, and when Viper gets back, I will have him I'll let him pick what his equipment was. You guys start walking towards the forest. The closer you get, the darker it gets. The cloud
Actually,
covers.
to make it quicker, if they can actually ride on top the Matilda if they wish.
I assume that's what they were doing.
Yeet! We got tank riders.
So as you guys are moving, it gets darker. It's a little bit colder. As you guys get to the hill line and you kind of start going down the slope into the little cauldron that is the forest, a deep fog settles in.
I want to roll survival to see if this is natural.
All right.
I'm going to roll nature.
Arcana and religion are also acceptable as well.
Arcana and religion. Let's have a look.
Uh, there
Hey, I
should be
rolled
a music.
decently, kind of.
Yeah,
Do I have one more roll coming in, or
There
okay?
you go.
So with the two highest checks, the cauldron, while it appears to be natural, it feels just like a nice little coincidence that seems to accumulate magical energies in the area.
Gosh, should have brought a fucking gnome along with me.
And it gets a bit more colder. The fog's a little bit heavier. You run over a fallen tree branch that has rotted away. Like it's a thick branch. You didn't see it, but when you hit it, it just blasted into rotten splinters off to the side.
Hmm.
This ain't right.
Yes, this is not right.
Do you guys proceed on just going forward down the most open path you guys can?
Can I do another little quick scouting?
Yeah,
Up
you
ahead
may.
and. All right.
So, are you going to tell the
Jesus.
Matilda to stop and you walk ahead?
Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of tell the Matilda to stop. You get down. You're walking through there. There's weird patches of mud, dry land, a puddle filled with thick water. Like when I say thick, when you step in it, it acts more like slime than anything else. And you're just so distracted by it that when you stop and looked up, you're in a village in the trees. Like trees are growing throughout the village. Huts are even built into some of the trees.
All right.
And you kind of just like see like somebody kind of lean into the doorway and lean back in suddenly. Looking around, you see little flickers of eyes watching you, standing there.
All right. So I'm gonna quickly stealth into the woods, or try to, and I will be using my short range comms because I don't really, just to let them know, hey, I stumbled into a village with trees growing in it. Looks heavily decrepit, and I saw somebody and their glowing eyes looking at me. And that would be
Okay.
towards the lieutenant and our Chad.
The whole squad can hear this unless they're on different
All
wavelengths.
right.
I get up out of my tank. I tell them to hatch. I'm gonna stealth. And I'm gonna try to make my way to a Neko's.
All right, you find him easy enough. He didn't really do a very good stealth.
I
Do I
know.
see?
Yeah, you see the village. You kind of see like multiple people kind of like peering through their windows.
What are they?
They're a little too far away. The fog obscures them a bit more. The only thing that's really truly eerie about them is that their eyes shine like animal eyes when light touches them in the darkness.
Can I try to use my spyglass and perception one more time?
Sure.
Raccoon says we should play a bagpipe.
Motherfucker!
that's
Holy
twice
shit.
you got a nine.
You know
there.
what? Let's
That's three
try to do
times.
it. Raccoon and I are gonna start playing the bagpipes. Raccoon says, "What's the worst that could happen?"
Are you sure you want to do this?
So I stand out into the open with Raccoon's character.
All
We
right.
are not to cause you any harm. We are here to bring peace back. And we are not conquerors. We are just save you.
So as you guys start playing the bagpipes, they kind of come out of their huts.
And Raccoon, you might have to roll for Raccoon.
I'm just okay. I'll roll for Raccoon.
There's a lot of nines going around.
All right. So you guys start playing. It's not the best music, but it's like one of those things where it's like it's not really a hostile action.
Mm-hmm.
They start coming out of their things and like when they're in clearer view, sorry, I stressed up. That was really like, damn.
Raccoon like to point out, see, it worked.
And they kind of like insert forward. They look like normal humans, except their skin is extremely pale. Their eyes are a bit like glazed over a little bit.
Hmm.
Their clothing's a weird mixture of like high end fancy made out of rags. Quite a few of them are carrying daggers. One of them kind of like has a spear as a walking stick as he's just standing on his porch, kind of watching you guys.
Who has the highest charisma score?
That would
Definitely
be
not me.
that would be Ultima.
And he's not here currently.
Guys, I don't
Um,
think this is our target. I think we should just move on.
What
no,
like,
we might be able to get information here. A guy charisma of 1. Who has higher than 1?
Does a native one count, or is that equal?
what?
Us being a smartass.
Sophia got 2.
Raccoon has 15. That's like a 3.
Hmm.
I mean,
A 15 is 2.
But the thing is like, do we?
Do we want
I got a 13.
Spencer to?
The thing is, like, Spencer's not here, so it would take an extremely long time to convey messages.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
just
have the
We'll,
cat.
we'll just go with my score then, if no one else is willing to step up.
We just kind
I
of
have a
move,
charisma 0.
or we just move to the side of the village and just walk around it.
No, they might have information. What's the worst can happen? They've already got their attention. I stopped playing bagpipes. I'm like, is there a village? Is there a village elder here? Or chief? May I parlay some words with you?
They kind of just stare you down a bit as they kind of set aside as like an older gentleman on a rocking chair is kind of like they kind of like motion towards him.
I go up to him and I bow. I show him respect. I could see we are just passing through, so mind us, no mind. If is it okay if I ask you some questions about this area?
Gives a little bit of a nod.
Thank you. I can tell that the mist that we're dealing with currently is of a magical sort. Can you tell me how long this mist has been here?
Since the elders came.
Since the did you say elders? Elders. Since
Gives
the
a-
elders
Gives a nod.
came. Okay. For a second, I thought you said elders, and I'm like, no. Elders. Elders. Do you know what race the elders are?
He gives a little bit of a shrug.
Okay.
It's like they are pale.
They are pale. Okay, I see.
They control the island.
They control
It's
so elders.
creatures.
Why don't you, Jack, write this down for me, please.
I don't have a
NPC?
notebook.
No.
Thank you. Okay, so elders, pale. Okay. Roughly how long ago? How many moons did they come here? I go.
Since my father's father.
So they've been here for quite a while. Do you worship these elders?
Shakes his head no.
So you are not exactly a friend of these people. If we were to somehow get rid of these elders, you would not, you or your people would not seek hostile action against us, yes?
The same thing we told the last group and the group before them.
And what was that?
Yesterday, men like you came. Months ago, more men like you came.
Hmm.
First group called themselves Imperials. The second group called themselves the Commonwealth. No one goes to the elders and comes back.
Wait, there was already a force went through here?
Yeah, the researchers and then the Commonwealth soldiers.
Hmm. Well, I noticed thanks to Raccoon. They say that the elders are pale and the villagers are pale. Maybe there's a connection here. Do you have some sort of connection between the elders? Besides this one, besides this, yeah, what's going on?
I don't know of such thing.
So you
I
don't know a
do
connection.
know the elders require less of us, the more of you that walk to their manor.
So when you say they require, what do you mean?
Every month, 5 of us are needed.
And they don't come back.
Sometimes they do.
Can I talk? Is there anyone amongst us that has came back from there?
He kind of points inside the house.
Okay.
One of your researchers did.
May I speak with him?
He kind of chuckles a little bit to himself as they kind of just let you go into the small hut.
I nod. Thank you very much. And I go into the small hut.
As you go in there, you see off in the corner are 2 Imperial rifles kind of rested up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
A uniform is kind of folded up and put off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
The belt and all the leather gear seem to be in the process of being taken apart and repurposed. And you
Okay.
see the researcher kind of like on a stone slab, currently being prepped for burial.
I thought they said he.
And he is just fucking mangled.
I want to go over and I want to inspect the body.
He's missing chunks out of his forearms, like as if it was defensive stances.
Hmm.
Like the reason I'm saying this because I'm pretty sure you guys are all would know your hand-to-hand trainings pretty well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kind of like block enemy attacks using forearms and rifle. The biggest wound there was though is that his front of his throat and lower jaw are just missing.
I want to. So there's 2 rifles. I want to inspect the rifles, see if there's any claw marks or even teeth.
Yeah, there's claw marks. Roll investigation.
Investigation. There you go.
Okay. As you kind of look over the rifle, around one of the wooden handholds, there is just a tooth wedged in there.
I'll
It
pull
looks,
it out.
yeah, it's not sharp, but it looks like a tooth of a lower jaw.
Hmm. May I?
Researcher check.
Oh yeah, nature check if you want to.
Hey, something higher than 10.
No, sorry.
So wait, you walked in there with them?
Yeah.
Well, if I was going to check it, and if not, I was going to ask someone out there. So
Yeah. All right. So you know that it is a human front tooth of the lower jaw.
I'll tell this to Chad. It's like, oh, it appears a human bit onto this.
hmm.
It's the lower jaw.
Going by the sounds we heard over the radio, I feel that the zombies are involved. because no normal human will be able to do this and shrug it off.
And to answer your question, Sophia, these rifles look to be the modern version with customizations added to them.
I yelled out. I put my head out. Asked Yoda, may we take these weapons, the rifles?
We have no need for them. Loud noises just attracts them.
Loud noises attracts them.
Shouldn't we prep them for the evacuation?
Warforge, go check the tank quickly, please.
Aren't I at the tank?
Yeah, I assume you guys are talking over shortwave radio at the moment.
Yep.
Keep your eyes out.
Those who are at the
That's when you
tank,
can catch 'em.
those who are at the tank, roll perception.
Oh boy.
Remember, I told them to keep the hatch closed.
Raccoon wants me to do an insight check to see if they're lying. Even not being here, he can see this bullshit. See, where is insight?
Nice.
So Spencer kind of nudges Jack's arm a little bit.
Yeah.
As he kind of whispers, he goes, something ain't right here.
Yeah, figured.
Everybody seems a little bit off.
Right then.
I'll take this the scientist dog tags if he has any.
He strangely does not.
I'll take the 2 rifles. I hand them to Jack.
I would like to inspect them.
Is there
What
any
roll do I need to do to
more
inspect?
Roll investigation, and to answer, for those who roll perception at the tank. Off in the woods, you see what are clearly the marked stakes, like in the ground, about 3 feet high, around the village. And then from these are a variety of like hanging trinkets, necklaces, different shapes, design patterns. You recognize Commonwealth, Imperial, and United Federation dog tags also hanging too.
That's
Alright.
beautiful. We're in some shit right now.
We are in some shit.
Seems everybody
We
wants
are
what
in
we're
some
going
serious
for.
foobar right now.
Wow.
All right. Well, what the last thing I'm going to ask before we fuck the right out of here? Is there any more information, anything you can tell us to help us solve this curse? And I'm going to be frank here. Are you inflicted? Because I'm kind of sensing a little bit of bullshit here too.
We do what we must to survive.
And that would include
if we must give one of our own, or if we must let blood, then we do so.
Do you harm any visitors here?
We find most are willing to go to the manor by themselves.
I'm in the direction of the manor, please.
He just points down a road that leads into the foggy mist.
I take it as the way. Thank you, kind sir.
All right. Raccoon's doing a history check for old sailor stories he heard about this place, maybe.
On the way back, we should probably grab our dog tags.
You just heard of some tales on the high seas that ships in this area that find islands never really come back. And those that do end up being floating tombs.
Can I do an insight check to see if anything he told me was a lie?
Sure.
Holy shit.
He doesn't
Jeez.
seem like the type to lie, but he seems like the type not to tell everything.
Okay.
So what did I
would
find
like
out
to
about
point
the
out that
rifles?
unlike the others,
I forgot about the rifles. We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you on that one. The high
Easy
priest
then.
guy. But the rifles, the biggest thing about them, besides that already been said, is that these rifles have the magazine loading capacity.
Hmm.
So these rifles can hold 10 shots instead of the regular 5.
So they're still bolt action.
Yeah, they're still bolt action. So it's like you can either switch out the whole magazine or you can just put in 10 more bullets into the whole thing. The rifles are just higher capacity.
Would it be a good upgrade for Maven?
Oh no, that's technically a downgrade.
Maven has a 30 round battle rifle.
Yeah.
I
My-
mean, it would be
it's-
very good for me.
Do you want to take this upgrade?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
I'm just handing you one
When-
then.
Yeah. The rifles though have been cleaned of their ammunition.
All right. I'll
I
use the standard issue rifle rounds.
Yes.
All right.
And they don't fight you when you take them back because they don't do things with loud noises.
I look at them.
And then they
If you
look
want
back.
this solved, you tell us everything that you can. I will not judge you guys and I will not bring you guys harm. But if you guys leave any information out there that hurts my fellow troops or my tank crew, I would come back here personally myself. So I much prefer not to come back here. I prefer not to disturb you guys. So please just give me all the information you guys can give me.
The other just kind of sighs and goes, "We don't have much hope these days. Nor do we truly care.
You must care.
We've
You
heard
must-
this.
Hmm?
We've heard this promise thousands of times, hundreds of times,
Yeah?
and no one has ever came back.
Well, we'll make sure we'll do better than everyone else. I can't
I
make
have
you
a
any
feeling that's
promises.
what someone else said before.
Yeah, I know. I can't tell you if we can or can't. Can't make any promises. Can't say the true truth.
We
But
don't know as much as we would like to about them, other than they have ways of using our loved ones against us.
like how?
Loved ones calling for us in the dark, asking us to leave the village, or just having our loved ones walk right back into our old houses to take back more.
Maybe it's a good time for them to leave the village towards the beach.
We have taken the beach. We have some troops there. There's food. There's shelter.
No,
If you come,
Yo, hold up, nigga. I just got in here just to say this. If they. How the fuck did these people know? Like, if nobody ever came back, how the fuck they got assigned this body, by the way?
no one's questioning that one.
actually, that's a good point.
They did say one of them came. Like,
Yeah, it just seemed
probably
like
bled to
he
death.
probably just seemed like he ran back and died shortly after getting back to the village.
So
I-
someone did came back.
Actually, let's ask them. How did the scientists come get back here? Pointing to the body in there.
He just walked in and tried to take more of us back to the manor, and we defended ourselves.
So you guys were the ones that wounded him?
Made him stop moving. If you can call such a creature living that walks with that much damage, then sure, we killed him.
So it was already damaged like that. I want to do. I want to. I want to do it, and I want to see if I can sense any magic from him. I'm not a magical person, but I want to see if I can sense anything from him.
Damn, if only fucking he who that Viper was here still.
Yeah, what
I
happened to
was gonna-
Viper?
I rolled a 5, so don't worry.
You can't think of any magics that would do this.
Oh fuck.
Turns
say
my
I'm any
comrades.
better,
Any of
so-
you guys are magical?
Yes. But
mean, I'm
while I
not
was playing,
there,
was actually
so-
invisible.
What was that?
I'll use roll 20 for you.
Thing is, I could use the roll 20 app, but it's really ghetto.
No, it's okay. Elf can roll from you.
That's fucking hilarious. You got fed with all the bullshit that you used your phone to get in.
It's because nobody fucking mentioned it. It's like, nigga, it's like nobody ever came back. Oh yeah, by the way, this scientist body right here. We don't, yeah.
I just really
The
don't
elder
care
did
about
say
this village.
sometimes they come back.
Also, am I sounding you're rapey?
Minorly.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
So you do recall that this does go in line with the forbidden study of necromancy?
I called it. Fucking zombies. Oh, I go over comms. All right. So if you come across anything that doesn't die, shoot it in the head. Okay. Don't shoot it anywhere else on the body. Aim for the head. Do I have to do an
You're saying it
intelligence
like
check
it's
to know
not
that?
the Return of the Living Dead.
Nah, I'll say that you can say that.
Okay, cool. Or switch to melee.
Also,
thing
by
I
the
have
way,
my
if you
Warhammer.
want, I can go invisible and just check out the village a little bit.
I'm gonna pretend he whispered that to me, and I like double check with the commanding officer.
Oh, don't worry about Jake. I'm sure he'll be fine with it.
Now I'll be more fine with us just
Right.
burning the whole place to the ground at this point.
Yeah, same, honestly.
All right, so just roll me an investigate. Oh wait, I got to roll for you. Shit.
I can roll it right here.
Also, Oyeg is just walking back to tank and we'll just be laying down, taking a nap.
Yeah, everyone's heading back to the tank
Intelligently.
now.
Exactly. You'll find a perfect spot for it.
You find a
So
perfect
this is
spot.
how excellent the fucking only the roll 20 app is. I can only see the character sheet in the chat.
Well, I'm not really using the map.
Yeah, that's exactly why I came here, honestly.
But yeah, you go around with that investigation check, and like you come across a few ceramic jugs. They're red stained at the top. Do you peek in?
This is totally a horrible idea, but you know what? It's Spooktober. Let's do it.
So as you kind of lift up the lid of the jug, you kind of like you're hit with the putrid stench of like iron and organic rot. As
So
this,
roll an investigation on this one.
nope, you know what this smell is. You smelled it hundreds of times on the battlefield. This wine jug has been replaced with blood.
Could I roll something to try to identify like why they're doing this? Some sort of like counter ritual or some shit like that.
If you want.
Mumbo jumbo shit.
If you want.
All right, so I guess history. I guess.
History or just straight up intelligence.
I should have let you roll for me, honestly.
that history check, you're kind of thinking onto it, and you can't really figure out why someone who would want to store a large amount of blood.
Don't. Well, I could use my what's the divine intervention shit because I'm probably not gonna use it a lot in this session. So I
If
guess
you
I'll
want
roll
to.
2d4.
Yeah, roll
Do that then.
2d4.
Better be prepared instead of having the party runs into a bunch of demons. God, these are sound so weird. 4. Fuck.
I would say your mind goes to the cliche of vampires,
No,
but
so I guess.
I will say that usually vampires kind of want to drink it from the source.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll go back to the group and say, yeah, these people are a little bit freaky. I'll tell them about the pots of filled with blood and shit like that and human organs.
There were no human organs, though, just blood.
Oh.
All right, who is in favor of wiping out the entire village?
Well,
Well,
Oyeg is fast asleep, so you'll have to be hard pressed to wake him up.
Oh, wait, you're
I
actually
will
going to
be.
sleep?
Yeah.
Sleep inside the tank. We can move while you're sleeping
I
somewhere.
found the
It's
most
bad.
intelligent, perfect spot for a nap.
Where are
In the
you?
middle of the village.
On the tank, probably inside. Found a very nice, cozy spot. Oh shit! What the fuck? Why am I pressing this?
Surprise at the rifle.
Why are you
No,
shooting
those
inside my
rolls.
tank?
What the fuck?
You think
Because
Elmo
Elf
is
took
pretty
control of your
dead.
character sheet for a second. Don't think I didn't see what you did.
Shut up. Oh, wait, you're because of shit.
Dude, I can see everything you do.
What are you
Wait,
talking about?
That's creepy as fuck.
Anyway, so
At the beginning, I thought it was gonna be like an SCP story, but then it's like, oh, demons.
Yeah, but no, you have a weird dream fighting off an enemy group, and they're just not dying.
Oh no.
All right.
I
That's
get
what
my.
you're doing.
I prep my warhammer.
So, what's everybody do inside the village?
I thought we all we'll start walking back.
All right.
Hey,
As you guys,
hold on, before we leave the village, they did got interest when we started playing the bagpipes.
Why would you want to play the bagpipes again?
Because they mentioned demons, the monsters come when we do loud noises.
And they were enticed by the loud noises.
Which really makes you think. You think like if they are so worried about like these monsters coming when they do loud noises, they would have clearly come instantly tell us when we start playing the bagpipes.
So what I'm
Hmm.
hearing is you guys vote for killing the entire village.
No, I'm not for it, but at the same time, I'm very cautious. Anyway,
That's what they say, and we can always burn it down on the way back.
yeah.
Well, it's up to you people, but this village gives me the big tongue.
Well, let's go around the village and head towards the mansion.
Are we taking the dog tags, by the way, of the dead scientist?
I thought the oh no, the scientist didn't have it, but Hellboy grabbed the dead dog tags from
I
the
said,
posts.
Couldn't we have grabbed those on the way back?
Oh,
All right.
well, I'll grab them while I'm here. Actually, no, I tell Raccoon to grab them while he's out, sneaking around.
Sure, I'll grab them.
Cool.
all right. So, you guys grab them. You guys move them up. You guys get back to Matilda. All hop onto it. You wake up Oleg, who's kind of in a cold sweat.
Yep.
And as Matilda moves, because in order to get through this section of the woods, because the trees are so palliums, you have to go through the village, turn and go down the path that you guys were pointing out to you.
That's what we're gonna do.
And as you guys are leaving the village, does anybody look back to the village?
I
Oh
will.
yeah, Oleg will. Just be a little paranoid.
Two
Oh.
people
No, I'll be
will
with
look
Oleg
back
and
then.
look back in the village as well.
You,
So,
I'm writing it. You know how a commander sits with his head out the top of the hatch?
yeah.
So I'm running it like that. So yeah, I'm looking around everywhere.
I mean, yeah, the village is gone, obviously. What else would you
Yeah,
expect?
so as you look back at the village as you leave it, standing just you can't really make out too many details at the exit of the village as you guys are moving away. Just the little girl kind of standing there holding a toy bunny, kind of just
I wave her
staring
goodbye.
until the fog obscures.
Oleg would probably just wave out to her, just friendly goodbye wave.
Oh yeah, the kid got shot.
I don't think she was living. I don't think
And
anyone
then
were alive.
just disappears. The village disappears into the fog. I'll say that interaction took an hour, making it 44 hours left on your journey.
This thing that we're going to, that's part of our mission, yeah?
Yep, that is the. You guys have to find if there's any remaining scientists. If you guys can't find the scientists, secondary objective is their grimoire.
And
I guess find
grimoires.
out what happened to the scientists.
Also,
And there was no grimoires that when I was going over the scientist, yeah?
yeah, and
Hey,
Sophia, you were looking for tuna.
I did bring a lot of food into the tank.
Yeah. You notice when going around that the only thing you really see food wise is just herbs hanging for drying.
also, Elf, did I trade in both of my grenades or only one of my grenades to the kobolds?
One.
Alright, nice. I still have weapon of mass destruction with me.
So who is on watch?
Yeah, I'll be on watch.
I can always be on watch considering Sentry's rest and all of that.
All right. So I'm gonna need a perception check from those who are on lookout.
Really?
What really? Oh. I look
Nice.
up and I see all the low numbers but the one high. Chad Thundercock, as you're kind of in the captain's hatch and the tank is kind of humming, going down, you see something out of the corner of your eye. You look over, and it's like a shape that's kind of walking between a couple of trees. And as you're about to give the order to halt, you kind of pass by a tree and it's gone.
Do we have lights?
You do have a spotlight.
I shine my spotlight over there quickly.
So you shine a spotlight over there. You see a decayed tree, kind of moving around, seeing their decayed tree. It's really hard to see through the fog, but with the light shining around, you see that you're in the middle of a temperate forest turned swamp.
Honestly,
Mm.
now would have been a good time for a fight to come back.
I quickly yell out, "Is there anyone there?"
Just silence.
Breath attack in that general direction.
What?
That was Raccoon. You did that too.
So Raccoon's the one who said yes, Papa.
All right,
that or
good.
Neko.
All right, so it was raccoon walking within the trees.
No, it was Raccoon who said yes, Papa. Did you shoot because yes, Papa?
No, I was shooting at the person in the trees that I was seeing.
All right. So as the breath goes, is it a line or a cone?
It's a cone dealing 15, so it's a 15-foot cone.
All right. They are about 50 feet out. Do you still want to do that?
Oh, they're 50
a
feet
war
out?
crime.
Yeah.
Ah, sad face. 50 feet out. I won't do that. I wish it was a little bit bigger than 15 foot. That sucks.
A slight breeze passes through the air.
I look down. I'm like, so, anyone? I think I can spot something, but keeps disappearing. Anyone have an idea?
Probably a demon.
Leave it be for now.
Leave it be for
You
now.
know,
Alright.
when I was a sailor, we used to hear a lot of stories about ghosts and demons while going to these weird areas.
Yes.
And this area was particularly cursed.
I will say with that crit though, that as you kind of like, or like the tank is stopped and everybody's kind of like looking around now, you start noticing that some of the large stock of like sapling trees or just like general large plants appear to be more rigid and straight as like spears. Sometimes you see it in like it look like an arrow like sticking out of the mud or swampy area.
I get out of the tank and I investigate.
All right, so you get out of the tank, you plop down to like halfway up your shin in mud.
That's okay.
Are you going over to where are you going over to? Spear or arrow?
Over to the arrow in the ground.
All right, so you look down, and it's like it just looks like two arrows that may have missed their target, just planted halfway into the ground. The tips are kind of eroded away and rotten, but like if you were to like push away some of the grime, they used to be like a bright white.
So the battle occurred here some time ago. I go over to the spear quickly into the ground. I take it as the same thing.
The spear actually along the whole has like designs carved into it, like spiraling up it. It's lodged in a skeleton who's underneath about an inch or so of water as well.
I can I inspect the spear quickly?
Sure. As you kind of like pull it out to take a look, are you going to pull it out to take a look at it, or?
I'm gonna look at it quickly before I pull it out.
All right. Yeah, it looks like this spear was beautifully carved. The body it's in, the spear is actually pushed through some rusted plate mail.
That is incredible.
Pinning the person to the ground, and and on his chest is a symbol of like a gloved fist that the spear is punctured through.
Is it magical?
You look around and like none of these really seem to be like arcane in nature.
It went through plate armor, like that's.
It does like it seems the whole thing does seem to be made out of some sort of metal material.
All right, well, I'm going to pick it up and have a look at it.
Strength check.
Oleg would probably. Oh, never mind.
So it takes you a moment as you just rip it up. As you're like, oh, the whole thing is heavy. It seems to be made out of antimantium. The head of it appears to be the head of the spear actually seems to be jagged and like spiraled, like as if it's designed to cause more flesh or bleeding wounds.
Thank you for spelling that out for me.
Yes, that is how it is. It's a hefty spear, though. You also have a better look at the image that is on the chest of the dude.
Do I remember this somehow, like in my history books or anything like that?
Knowledge, religion.
Knowledge, religion. Religion. Here it is. I rolled a 7.
Roll a 7. Doesn't really come to mind.
How the fuck?
Okay,
You're
well,
really unlucky.
okay, well, I take it's just ghosts I'm seeing, so I'm gonna get back in the tank and tell us to start moving again.
All right, right. Yeah, so everyone's kind of getting back. Tank, you put the spear onto the thing, and you kind of move through. And as you guys are kind of moving through, you see more similar kind of like things. Like there's one skeleton that's wearing similar plate mail and rusted chains, is like pinned to a tree,
Mm-hmm.
whose body seems to be kind of encaved into the tree a little bit.
Holy shit! What could have done this? Oh, this is a pretty heavy spear. Who could throw this to the force where it penetrates armor?
Should we radio in? Should we radio in Skeletor again and just say to them, or do you hear the voices too?
Do you guys want to radio in?
Yeah, I
No.
radio into Skeletor, and I'm like,
Are you the
Did-
one unleashing demons, Skeletor? Are you doing this again?
Nah, what? I thought I shot that radio. Hello?
hang on. This is the person who you were speaking to earlier. Question: Do you
artist?
sling spears around for stupid reasons?
No, that's primitive.
Yeah, I know it's primitive. I didn't think you were doing it. That's why I'm asking you if you did it or not. Okay, well, if you're not the one doing this, what else is on this island that's more of a fuckboy than you?
What's your location? Maybe we can speak in person.
We should give them the location of the village.
Actually, yes.
Are you guys
You know
gonna
that village, the village in the middle of the mist?
I would need
Yeah, that's very
coordinates.
precise, Emu.
Can I just get the coordinates from the
Do we even know where we're at?
Cartographer tools.
cartographer? I think I actually have that.
And if Oleg is going to help you, it's advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I too have cartographer tools.
That's 24 right there.
So, and you have advantage or in case it's a crit.
Oh, no, I already rolled. I rolled a 9, and then I rolled a 24.
Oh, okay. He goes, all right, thank you very much. He leans over, he goes, 4, 5, 3, fire for effect.
Yes. Fuck that village.
I'm actually laughing over the radio and I close it. Oh my god. Just
I'll
like,
just
what the
scream
fuck?
over to the radio. I'm pretty sure that was just a war crime you just committed.
As you guys look up and you see the cog trails of an missile artillery barrage.
Okay, so we know it's not Skelefucker.
Well,
I get back on the radio. I'm like, thank you. And I close it.
Did you guys just
Yes, we did.
Fucking hell.
Strategic planning.
All right,
For the
good.
enemies in our area.
Thanks. Now we've confirmed that we can still use our main guns.
Satanic cultist. Listen, all I have to say is I'm pretty sure Viper will be proud of our actions.
Well, to be fair, whatever we're facing now is going to be more pissed off at him than it's going to be pissed off at us.
That and we have confirmed that we can still call in air support whenever we want to.
That is also true.
just by pissing off Skeletor?
Exactly. So,
That'll be going.
I get on the radio quickly. I'm like, are you still there?
What? You're alive still?
Yeah, you kind of missed.
As there's a brief amount of science, as another barrage of 5 more are launched and land in the same area.
Thank you. I get off the radio now.
And then after it clears up, like each hit that happens kind of sends waves through the thing. Like the fog moves and sways with the wind as each one hits. Only about a half a mile behind you.
That's okay.
Don't worry, guys. This is not gonna have any sort of consequences.
Let's keep moving forwards.
we can use it to our advantage.
Yeah, we could-
There's a low, soft roar, kind of like echoes and reverberates around the forest.
That's okay because whatever this is, we can send it towards Skeletor.
This is like
Yeah, not our problem.
God, I think there's a thing that caved in a few of those nights.
Not our problem. Not our problem. Don't
Can
worry
I
about
roar
it.
back at it?
No,
You want
don't
to
give our
bring that
directions
thing
to
in
the
our
thing.
general direction?
if you
Okay,
want
fine.
to.
Chad, I know I'm big, strong, bear, but let's not fuck with nature at this point. We have
I don't
40
think
some
that was
odd hours
nature, Mr.
left
Oleg.
to get our shit together.
So, how fast are you guys going down the road inside your Matilda?
Matilda's actually. Let's look up how fast Matilda's can go.
Are you guys going top speed, half speed?
We're talking about the
Medium
real life
speed.
Matilda.
I would say medium plus with the tank will not be affected by the big rain.
Should we tell him to rocket that place again just to make sure?
Nah, whatever.
I'm pretty sure he would have wised up to that spot about now.
I mean, the roar came from that general direction.
No, we just
From
heard a
where you
roar
heard
come
it, it
from
must
the
be pretty
forest.
big.
We didn't get a direction.
Yeah, it was reverberating.
Oh. Well, still gamers, we did a good job. We just destroyed a whole cult of satanic people.
Who's going to be on watch for the next stretch?
You know what?
Well, this should be fucking amusing.
I'll do
Oyek
it.
will be
I can
dead
try it
asleep.
this time.
Oh, you guys can do it then.
That's better than before.
11, 14. And then is Sophia doing his one?
I need a
That's up
reroll.
to
I
him.
reload this.
Do you want me to roll it since nobody else rolled?
I want to see what Sophia types real quick because they're typing at the moment.
Okie dokie.
Because it could be very important and imputive information.
Important information. Is there tuna coming from the war direction?
What? Oh, there you go.
I mean, they didn't really
Whatever.
call in a willing airstrike.
Well, that's okay. It's not going towards us. It's going towards the village.
Potato.
Potato, potato.
Yes, but you're also driving in a tank along the road near the village.
Yeah, well,
Boy, calm down.
wouldn't that
What's happening?
wouldn't that be like muffled by the sound of a barrage happening like fucking?
The barrage is over. You guys are currently moving again, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So wherever gets there nearby and the barrage isn't still going on,
Well, we can always ask him to do the barrage again.
I think he might have wised up to your smartassness.
I mean, we could always lie and say we're near wherever his artillery bunker area is.
Or we can just lie and say we're going in the opposite direction and we have a very powerful cleric. Shielding spells. They're very nice.
Anyways. Yes, but with those perception checks, with those two 11 and 14s, you guys kind of looking around. Jack, you kind of like barely see it, but a branch kind of falls from a tree and lands into the water about 25 feet off.
So these trees are extra rotten. Got it.
Has anyone else noticed this?
I
It seems
shine
like
a
the
spotlight
vegetations are
up into the
dead.
trees. Up into the top of the trees to see if I see anything up there.
As you do, you see clawed to the side of the tree a creature with elongated arms holding one of those spears from before, jaw hanging loosely off of one end. The
Is
armor.
that How far is this?
About 25 feet off. It's the tree that the tree branch dropped on.
Okay. What would I do to try to hit that with hit that with a spear?
You're
I
gonna
want to
throw
throw a spear at it. Yeah, I want to
dexterity check.
dex. Okay. With proficiency,
Real
yeah.
gamer hours.
Are you proficient in spears?
I'm a fighter, so is that a martial weapon?
Yes.
Oh, I'm proficient in martial and simple weapons.
All right.
So there you go.
That's oh yeah, because their save has proficiency on it.
Yes.
So you throw your spear out and you sink it into. You hit it with it. It
Mm-hmm.
calls back in that agonizing roar you heard before as it's going to return the favor and throw its own spear at the tank.
Wait, didn't get fucking knocked out of the fucking tree? Damn.
Actually, let me do a strength check for it. Yeah, it stays there.
Okay, with my second ability, I throw. Let me go through my inventory quickly, see if I can throw something at it.
Let's see. How many people are sitting on the tank?
You can throw bullets at it.
Oh, I threw a smoke grenade at it. How about that?
That's kind of a downgrade. You know, you threw a spear at it, and now you're throwing a smoke grenade.
Oye
I'm
is
aiming for the-
sleeping on top of the tank.
Okay.
He's dead asleep.
It's in the tree.
Actually, everyone has to be on top of the tank. So we have Raccoon, Hellboy, Nindra,
Oleg, Jack, 4 infantry, and 4 additional warforges.
Wouldn't that do damage? Like it's not as hard as a fucking spear, but it's still a fucking piece of metal I'm throwing at its not its face, but at it.
So what happens is, yeah, I'll give you a D4 of damage.
And by the way, now that's all smoky. That place is because that grenade probably would have fallen for the ground and
So
starts smoking up.
it flies outward. It bonks off his head as it falls to the ground, and it goes. A second later, it goes psss, as smoke underneath it turns the fire. It screeches, taking the spear, throwing it, and then that is hold on. Oh wait, that was the wrong type of die. I'll say, how did I roll a 90?
Taking the dodge action.
Plus 50 stats.
So even okay, so that was a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits
Who
me.
did it hit?
It I'll say as soon as I roll the damage die. Where's the other? There it is. So it flies out. One infantry guys are pulling out the rifle as it sinks into his chest, knocking him off the Matilda and into the swamp as there's a splash.
Jesus Christ, how much
That was one of our
damage did that shit?
infantrymen, wasn't it?
Yes.
Why do I
Then
keep losing infantrymen?
Hold on. It uses its last action to leap from the tree, landing on top of the Matilda.
Oh,
Yes.
There. Okay, that bastard's getting off.
Everybody roll for initiative.
God
Ah,
damn it.
shit. Here we go again.
Yeah, click on your character icon and then roll.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
do
that's
that
gonna be a
quickly.
little bit hard for me, Chi.
I'll do it for you, Raccoon.
Oh. Yeah, you can do it for me, Dad. Initiative was gonna look.
It's 9.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Initiative. All right. What the fuck
A
am
9.
I? Myself and wait. Did I roll advantage as well?
Yes, you
Yes.
Oh, I did.
do. No, you
No.
roll with advantage.
Yeah. You're now down to 3 infantrymen because I rolled a d12 to see who got hit. The tank was an option too.
Yep.
No, for some reason I was sort of expecting me to get hit. I do not know why. Knowing my great luck.
You were afraid of getting hit with 2d12?
Yes. Although I have a healing spell on me, so
All right, everybody is rolled. Specialist Sophia.
I need to do the PP. I'll be back. Oh fuck.
All right, you pulled out the lever action shotgun. You're gonna need to roll me a d100 for the first one.
Remember, no noise.
A bit late for that.
All right, so you see Sophia just reach down, pull out the lever action shotgun. They go to fire the first one in a panic. They look down. There's mud on the receiver. They cock it back, wipe it off, cock it back, aim, fire. A loud echo goes out as it gets blasted with a dragon breath shotgun shell right in the chest. It rears back in agony as it's only hanging on by its legs.
Shouldn't we get the infantrymen out of the mud?
Potentially, you do have a very angry and very lanky undead chilling on the Matilda in the middle of all of you.
Has the Matilda stopped moving?
Has the Matilda stopped moving?
It hasn't become. It's not my turn yet. So when it comes my turn, I'm going to stop. Tell the driver to stop.
Wait, unless Sophia, you want to jump off and start running. Okay, so we're going to stay on there. All right, so I'll make an Oleg turn.
All right. So does Oleg know that's undead?
I told everyone about the undead. Aim for the head.
Oh, was I? Oh, wait.
You were asleep, but I'll say, due to the fact that it just took a shotgun blast to the chest, it has a hole in its chest, and the fact is it looks fucking decayed, you could make the logical leap.
All right. So because I remember some things about no noise. Oleg will fix his bayonet.
And as you're fixing the bayonet, a shotgun blast echoes.
He'll just be like, should have put the collar and leash on her, and he will try to do a melee attack on it.
Right.
A bayonet was not given to me, but I remember you saying I had
Yes,
one.
you do have it. It's 1d6, but if you're attaching it onto your rifle, it's a 1d12.
All right, and it would just be a d20 plus my strength and proficiency modifier.
Yes.
All right. 20. I have a 2, so it's a 5. All right. That's a 14.
All right, you definitely stab it.
All right, and then D8 you said?
A d12.
Oh shit, D12. Holy shit. And I add my strength to this, right?
Yes.
All right.
All right. So Oleg just quickly whips out the bayonet, sticks it on, and stabs it right in the chest and pulls back out. It's still roaring to go.
All right, I'll hit it again.
Oh yeah, multi attack. I forget you guys have that.
I think that was just him on.
Oh shit.
That's a hit.
Fuck.
Again, you went to go for another stab and pang. This time you only grazed it, cutting across its flesh.
All right, and I know Eagles just stand there ready to fight because he's a badass. He knows he's a badass.
Yeah, it is 115's turn.
Melee. Don't I actually have a thing for that? Yeah, Iron Fists. Alright, so just taking a quick look at. I forgot I had that one. Alright. Alright. I am not risking using fire on friendlies, so battle axe.
Da-da-da-da.
Of course, the German had no reservations on that.
Are you gonna roll your damage?
I gotta roll to see if I hit first. Damn it!
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
was
yeah,
waiting
you can
for.
roll your thing. I'm still waiting for that.
That's a hit.
I am.
Oh, you fucking. Ugh.
It still was taking a while to do that as well. Everybody. Anyways,
You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing that too. To
ah,
GM.
jeez. Yes, you reach out, you slash out, you gash across its chest. It's still not dead, though. I would say with this much damage so rapidly, it does fall back off of the tank.
I also have extra attack that I forgot I had.
Do you just want to do the extra attack as it's falling then?
Might as well. This time with both hands.
Still a hit.
That's definitely better than before.
Yeah, so I'll say this is the attack that as you slash downwards and hit when it falls back, screeching to the ground. Spencer.
You mean Chad?
Spencer was before you.
No, we both got 9. The
Yeah.
difference, Spencer got +2 to his thing. I got +4.
So Chad Thundercock then.
All right, so I'll just move you on the thing because I just had rolled 20 automatically. Kind of decide who went where with the. Anyways, moving onward.
No, that's okay. For some reason, Spencer's not in the turn order for me.
Yeah, I
Neither
don't
is
see it
Ultima,
either.
sadly.
Anyways, Spencer. I mean, not Spencer. Thundercock.
Oh yeah. So he's on the ground. Yeah.
Yep.
He's dead.
Nope.
The tank's still moving, by the way.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell this tank to stop moving. I'm gonna get up.
Stops right in front.
I'm going to go try to squash his head like a watermelon using my warhammer.
So you just jump out of the tank as it stops, pulling out the warhammer.
Yep. And going for a head splat. What should I roll for this?
Just roll. Since he's prone, you have advantage.
Oh, cool. I'm doing it too now.
I know.
So I hit him.
All right. Yeah, you do hit him. You kind of bring it up, hammer down. It just splats like a rotten watermelon.
Is he moving still?
Besides a few muscle spasmal twitches.
Okay, cool. Someone fix. I look back. Someone fix up that fucking trooper.
And as you kind of lift up the hammer, you hear off in the distance.
That's okay. Another one.
Ear.
Yes,
Ain't times for his hot shot out of here.
but
Still the Prescott
multiple
trooper.
instances of that.
So we're gonna turn the tank off. Make no noise.
I think it's kind of too late for that already.
We can always make.
There was
we can always.
Although there was
Also,
a
real quick, is
shotgun
the trooper
blast, by
dead?
the way.
I have no
Can I
idea.
look over them? Can I look over them since I do have healing spells?
Yeah, it would be your turn too. So you're gonna go over there. You're gonna look it up. He's alive, but barely.
Hold on a second.
He's just like,
Don't rip it out. Pull the spear through him. If you rip it up, you be doing more damage.
I almost clicked inflict wound.
the sphere actually has full through and through penetrated him, and the whole head is buried into the mud.
So hold up.
So you need to push the spear through and then heal him.
Yeah, Chad, can you pull it out and I'll just do the tanking to him?
So,
Uh,
but before we continue this, are we going to try to fight off what's coming, or are we going to try to take the trooper and run as fast as we can?
I have an idea. So I'm gonna
Put
help
on the
him
top of
with
the
this
tank.
quickly.
We could just
So-
leave him.
I pull the
'Cause-
spear out through the.
Yeah, because if we're running and we're saving the trooper, we can break turn order, and then whoever wants to help, just say so.
All right, Jamila, I have an idea. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend we're doing troop movements about a click east of here. Skeletor's gonna hear this, think we're actually moving people and going to barrage the area.
You know, why don't we just do this? We just put a trooper on the back of the tank and like just move the fuck out of here.
Because the tank makes noise.
They
We're just
already
gonna
know
be
we're
getting
here.
chased. Yeah,
There's
they're gonna
literally
chase
no
us.
point. Yes.
Yeah,
they're
no.
not.
But they're
No,
gonna
it's
move
easy.
to where the most noise has been made, right? So if I make it to the east of here, they're gonna go to where the bombardment's happening.
I see multiple flaws on that plan, but
Joe,
fuck
get
it.
away from me.
So
Yes, I agree. For once, I agree, Mika. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna quickly, cartographer, Neko, you gonna help me with this?
Yes.
Okay, cartographer.
So while they do that, Hellboy, can you help me put him on the back of the tank?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the radio. I'm gonna say, all units, we're moving, Charlie Brown, and then give the coordinates to there, hoping that the fucking Skeletor's listening.
All right.
Charlie Brown. It's the name of a fucking rapper.
Either way,
Yep, the peanuts.
all right. So it takes a few minutes as you guys are like you guys are just moving fast. I'll say with the war forges, it's easy enough to get him onto the back of the tank. He's just
All right.
like gasping. The cleric's there, so I'm gonna have the cleric do the healy heals.
Yep.
I get it.
And then, we continue. Sorry.
I say he's stabilized. What's the plan now?
Okay, so the bombardment's going from the west of here, so we go east. Turn the tank, go east. Why the
All right.
explosions go west?
Perception checks.
Ah, shit.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Hey, higher than a 9.
Looking off into the woods around you, you see multiple bodies kind of like rising out of the water. You hear splash, splash, as a large golem made of corpses is also walking through the swamp towards you guys.
Mm-hmm. We're
Chad
yucking the
Thunder-
fuck out.
Chad Thundercock fucking just uses land vehicle provision just to go, just starts ripping down the road.
Oh, no. It's a, yeah, basically that, yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm looking over in that area. Did I notice any explosions over there?
Nope.
God damn it. Caught on to us.
And I will say that's where we'll leave off for today.
Quickly, just one more thing. I would like to go with the radio. Thank God he didn't hit us with his artillery.
Nice try, fuckhead.
Ah, that's
Before
okay.
we
That just
go-
helped us out because that was a fuck up on my side. Thank you.
Hold on, before we close in on him again, we should ask him if he knows about things about the demon.
Oh, and Are you related to these fucking zombies?
Oh, so you are in the caldera.
Well, yeah, I literally gave you our coordinates. You missed us twice.
Yes, but all that noise probably has stirred up my lords in
But you're lords.
Guardians.
Please tell us more
Oh,
about this
so
Lord
you're not
Dragon.
the boss. You have lords. Sorry, can you pass me on to your supervisor?
Gods are always higher than.
Yes, so pass me on to your supervisor. You're obviously incompetent enough to talk to us.
Once I get the mace to his body, you will all perish.
I'm still waiting for the supervisor.
Oh no.
Silence just continues.
Supervisor. I'm waiting.
Also,
This is
what
very
maze are we
rude.
talking about?
I give you a 5-star. I'll give you 1 star on Yelp for this.
I mean, why did you stop there? Since he was telling us every information onto this fucking group, like, why don't you tell us where he is? What are his plans? What he does on his vacation?
Oh, yeah. So what do you do on your vacation?
I fuck your mother.
How dumb he take his, sir?
He's into crossbreeding,
Wait,
obviously, because I'm a dragon.
Hold on a second. Which one of our modders?
Yeah, which one?
Like, which one do you give a best, like a 5-star to it? Like, let's get like the rating system, 1 out of 10.
Yeah, 1 out of 10. So rate our mums 1 out of 10.
Hello?
Are you still there?
Come on, man. Don't leave us hanging like this.
This is very, very vital information.
And with that, I'm gonna leave the
What
stream
is with your
hanging
mechanics and this shit?
because holy crap, we're not getting anything more done.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
just like he's like at the moment he's just looking for your personnel files.
You know, I can hear him breathing into the microphone. He's a mouth breather.
Oh, man. So far, we haven't said our names over the comp, so that's a plus.
True.
You would like. So, do you need our company names, record, what?
No, we don't know what he's
Long
doing.
distance older man.
I think he's angry at us.
He's not responding.
I've yet to receive my helping elderly badge.
Guys, calm down. We broke his feelings. He's a very sensible individual.
I love this, but
No,
just
I am so tempted to send an artillery barrage
Actually.
throughout the forest.
Ah, shit.
What are you trying to do? History check on?
See if that the word maze rings a bell of any artifact. Historically speaking.
and undead.
I mean,
This guy's
to
so
your
retarded, you could just ask him.
to your characters, no, but you as players, yes.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying in character. I'm like, would that ring a bell?
Nope.
No, just for shits and giggles. How about our legend check?
Well, you
You literally know nothing about religion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is
sad
God?
that it is you.
Be glad I'm not. Actually, my perception's worse than everything else.
Wait, so it's
But yeah, with this, I am actually gonna end the stream because yeah, we're not getting anything more done. So thanks everyone for
Yeah.
watching.
Catch you, people.
It was
We enjoyed
fun.
pissing off the
Yeah.
boss.